Hello everyone, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Yet another game. I still don't know the rules very well, but we're still gonna try to make it work. We're back with some of the same faces from the last time, some new faces. Hello everybody.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright. So today we are playing funny Dungeons and Dragons. Since in most games people game masters try to have a very serious mood, try to have everything going like be very serious and emotional. I just wanted to see what would happen if we switch things up a little bit. So instead, the goal of the players this game is going to be to make as many jokes as possible and accumulate points. I'll be keeping tabs. If the joke makes sense in character, the player gets 2 points for each person they get they get laughing. If it's out of character, they get 1 point for every person that they get laughing. I might not be as good at tracking this as I hope to be, but it's fine. We can go back in the video and see who won later down the line. All right. So real quick before we get started, everybody's going to introduce themselves and their characters. I'm Simon, the Almighty Game Master, and I've been playing for a little bit more than 15 years. Haven't played Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition in a while. I just did one game where I didn't know the rules, previous video on the channel. And now I still haven't read the rules, but we're gonna try this again. I'm really excited for this. I'm usually one of those people who really tries hard to keep a mood serious, and so I prepared more or less a dark scenario that's kind of horror, where it's really hard to keep the players scared and things like this, and and hopefully they completely ruin the mood that I've prepared. Jonathan, do you want to talk about yourself and your character?
My name is Phil. My character's name is Jonathan, of course. And, well, what I'm going to be playing is Jonathan Johnman. So, if you can guess, I'm going to be a very, average person. I'm using a homebrew class called Commoner, so you can guess that it's not very... it's not like a hero or anything, just an average dude. And I'm going to be the Chalice's hype man, basically. So I'm more going to be a sidekick than a hero. So basically, he was a barkeep for most of his life before retiring to see the world. I don't have really much else to say, so I'm going to here.
All right, Chalice.
All right. Well, my name's Christian, and I've been playing D&D since my sophomore year of high school, so about 7 years. And I'm playing a 1T pureblood homebrew class. It's basically a much more expanded version of the swashbuckler variant for the rogue, where it's its own class. So, and Chalice is in the 1T hierarchy. Those who are far more snake-like are in positions of power, because 1T are an old race of humans that conducted forbidden and just perverted rituals to mix their species with snakes. So the more human-like are used as spies and stuff. Chalice is a lot more human-like. He's not good as a spy. He's far too overconfident, far too much of a braggart. So he basically got kicked out of the community and has spent the last while as a pirate. So he's just been traveling the world as a pirate, just trying to bolster his own image and just make himself the most famous person on the seas.
All right, Vivian.
Hi, so my real name is Sarah, but my character is Vivian. She is a half-elf. She grew up in a human lord's castle, and she was hated by her family. So she ran away when she was 12 and became a paladin. And she's been traveling, trying to save people ever since. She's a lawful good character. She's a bit of a stick in the mud, but if you push her, she's very quick-witted, and she will fight. She will fight back verbally. So.
All right, and Goose.
All right, my name's Wesley Spector. I do a little bit of novice streaming. I also stream some D&D games that I play with some friends of mine. Been playing for about 3 years. Happy to be here. I'm going to be playing Goose, who's a bit kind of a homebrew mix because I am playing a Canadine or Canadine, which is like a wolf folk. But I'm also playing the barbarian class that has kind of like a lycanthrope subclass to it, so he can actually change into his full wolf form when need be. But Goose, he's just a good old boy. He likes to treat other people the way that he wants to be treated. Maybe he gives them a little smile, a wave, tell them they're a good boy, and a scratch behind the ear. That's just the kind of dog he is.
Wait, so you try to scratch other people on the ear and say, "Good boy, good boy,"
in the hopes that he gets it back? Yeah.
All right. I feel like we should just that you got like me and Chalice you just got 2 points. You got both me and Chalice to laugh. So
yeah, well, I made Goose laugh, so I get a point.
That's all right. Okay.
We're really gonna have to work on not doing like polite laughter that I feel a lot of us are trained in.
You got me.
All right.
Where you just laugh to be polite.
Straight face the whole time. Just
Yeah, may the best poker face win. Right. So let's get started. Your characters awaken in this strange place. You are.
For God's sakes, I thought that was something outside.
All right. No. You are. You open your eyes to find yourselves on the pews of a temple. Your group of adventurers, and you've been working alongside for a couple of months now, and you don't remember getting to sleep inside of a temple apparently dedicated to a sea god or sea goddess, but you're now waking up here, and yeah, what do you do?
Well, as Chalice is waking up, he'd probably be like, "No, not the pink one! Where am I? Where are we?"
Well, I feel Vivian would wake up and be like, "Well, this is weird. Okay."
Goose kind of gets up, kind of shakes one of his ears off a little bit, shakes his head, looks around, and says, "Well, I'll be, man. How do we end up over here? I don't remember being here."
Well, and John would probably just run up to Chalice and shout, "Oh, Mr. Chalice, where in the world are we?" Or
And I'm just like, I don't know. I mean, we seem to be in and I look around like I'm trying to act like I know where I am.
All right.
We are in a temple dedicated to octopus.
Is there
Very astute.
Is there a religion check or something that you could make?
Yes.
All right, make that check.
I'm just like, I don't think my guy's very good with religion.
Okay.
Apparently he is.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a This is a temple dedicated to a local goddess. Not worshipped far and wide, but she is represented as a sort of strange mermaid with a half crab body instead of a half fish body.
Yeah, my guy just goes, "Oh great, we're in some kind of crab cult."
Crab cult. Now that doesn't sound like anything that I'm akin to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that exactly, and how did I get here? And he starts kind of patting around, looking for his sword.
Right.
Gotta be somewhere.
Would there be what sort of check would you make to recall your memories? Would it be a pure intelligence check or something like this?
Insight, probably.
Intelligence.
Intelligence, probably. Insight is more trying to tell if people are lying.
Yeah, that's from what I know. All right. Anyone who's trying to recall where the last thing that they can remember, make an intelligence check, please.
I don't have very good intelligence.
All right. So Chalice, you don't remember. Jonathan and Goose, you both have this recollection of a very painful encounter with a group of ogres, and and you remember that one after the other you fell to the enemy's weapons, and it seems that one of you must have survived and dragged you all the way here and healed you. That's the only thing that makes sense. But then again, your healer, Vivian the Paladin, was the second to fall, so you're not actually sure if you did make it out alive.
I'm like, I swear to God, if this is the afterlife sucks.
Yeah, Goose kind of points around. He says, "Okay, I remember the ogres. I remember you were there. The scrawny guy kind of creeps me out. He was there.
Hey, I'm lean, not scrawny.
Okay, well, call it what you want, man. I mean, you ain't got these muscles. That's all I'm saying. But I just know I was getting some drinks, and then the ogres attacked, and the human was there, which great people, humans. They're the best kind of people. You're a good guy over there.
Thank you.
After that, I don't know what happened.
Follows me around like a dog.
All right.
But like a what now?"
Like a dog.
Kind of glares at him. Better watch it.
So you hear a voice echoing through the chamber. This sort of wet voice. That's always accompanied by the sounds of something squishy moving around, and it says, "Ah, good, you're awake." You turn towards the back of the temple to see a mind flayer dressed in priestly robes coming out from the back room and wearing the symbol of the goddess Backlash.
Oh, great! It's talking sushi.
Yeah, I'm like, oh great, my calamari from last week.
What you got us here for, man? What's the deal?
Well, I saw you fighting ogres, and you didn't fare so well. But
Excuse me, princess.
This village is in need of a little bit of assistance, so I took it upon myself to retrieve your corpses and bring you here and use the powers of my goddess to bring you back.
Corpses, you say?
Yes, you all perished in your futile attempt to fight ogres.
That doesn't sound like me.
Okay, wait, so you say we're like some kind of crab cult zombie?
Well, the magic that brought you back is divine magic, not necromancy. Don't compare us. It is very insulting.
Can I take an insight check?
Sure, go ahead.
So it's, sorry, I've never used this particular thing before. So it's
Just
number of dice.
I think just one, since it's
You can,
On
yeah,
the
you just
character
click
sheet,
her
there
and
should just be a insight.
you can
but-
just click inside. It'll roll it for you.
on your character sheet. It should immediately just.
Oh, seriously? Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah, there are skills on your character sheet. Just hit insight.
Just click on either on the name or the number next to it. You got it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Natural one. He
Oh.
is. You've heard of mind flayers. They are those horrible squid people who eat brains. He's most definitely lying to you and trying to just. He must have something planned because he didn't immediately eat your brains, as far as you know. But you know that all of them are evil, and you have no doubt that this one is lying and is absolutely evil.
So, how can we repay you for your kind generosity?
There's a problem that my town's been facing. A manor near the town. The local count used to live there. It's been deserted for years, but strange sounds have been emanating from the place, and, well, we sent a couple of huntsmen in there to check it out, see if it was any rogue animals. They never came back out.
Well, if they were rogue animals, perhaps they were, well, I hate to say this, but devoured?
Our huntsmen are very talented people and would have been able to handle animals. I think we're dealing with something entirely different. Just don't know what. And I thought, well, as repayment for bringing you back to life, you would do this favor for my town.
I just
If
kind
we
of
can't handle the ogres, what makes you think we'll be able to handle this?
I just put my hand up and I'm like, wait, so you have a problem with your town, and your first idea was to go trolling around for corpses to resurrect and have you do your shit for you?
I happened across you and thought that bringing you back to life would be mutually beneficial. My goddess has many sayings about the tide coming for always at the right time. And
Yes, we get it. It's the ocean. Blah.
Well, the tide goes in, the tide goes out. You can't explain that.
actually,
Gravity.
it's the breath of our goddess that brings the tide in and out as she breathes in the sea and breathes it back out.
We'll
She
call
doesn't
them
drown
dead if
from
you.
that? She doesn't drown from that?
Do fishes
Nah,
drown?
fish can drink. Nah, fishes can breathe water. She's like some kind of fish.
Oh, okay, I see.
Well, call them what you want. I was not dead because I don't die. It's just not something Goose does. So thank you for waking me up. But I think we can go kill this thing or whatever it is you need us to take care of. I think that's the least we can do, right, boys and girls?
Well, I think we do owe them a favor, I suppose.
Well, sure thing. What do you think, Mr. Chalice?
I'm just annoyed at the fact I died. So I'm like, I don't, but whatever, fine. God,
Right.
bunch of squid people can't solve their own problems.
Now, in order to ensure that that we are agreed and that everything will be done according to plan, I have already resurrected
some
you
kind
after.
of collar or something.
Oh no, nothing
I'm
like
flip.
nothing like that. I just took the liberty of repositioning your wealth, since I know adventurers pick the corpses of their enemies. I know I assume most of what you've acquired came from dead monsters that you've slain, and since I found you dead, I thought you wouldn't be opposed to the same thing being done to you. All of this shall be returned to you as soon as the manor is cleared. I hope that the tide will bring favorable blessings back to you when it is time for it to leap to the shore.
You see Chalice just visibly just offended and angry. Like, wait, you took our shit?
Just the gold. I have
Okay, I have half a mind to just stab you right now.
You should
Yes.
put
but I took the liberty of burying it in a place where you would be hard pressed to find it without my help.
Wait, he
Come
only
on.
took our gold pieces?
Yes.
Mr. Chalice, I still have all my money, and I show him 9 copper pieces I had.
Because you're level 6, I think that you had like when I say he only took your gold, I meant he took your coins.
He took just any
Oh,
money.
Okay.
And I'm just like, wait, Goose, maybe you can like smell it? Can he, like, what? I don't know.
Are you telling
Well,
me
I'm
to
certain-
sniff out the money? Like, I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I could find it. That's not a problem. I mean, my nose is pretty much perfect, but I mean, my nose is not in service to you. I mean, who are you? You're just some creepy snake guy. Now, if your buddy here needs some help, kind of like nods over to John. He's like, I'm just inclined. I'm inclined to help humans. My best friend's a human. Have I mentioned that? What are we doing?
Well, I guess it's much easier to give a reward if it's not your money. But I guess I do want it back. I mean, I have to eat eventually, so.
Do you like being alive? Because he did make us alive. Well, y'all. He made y'all alive. I was already.
Well, what's the point of being alive if you don't got any shit?
You can get more shit.
I mean, yeah, I could rob more people.
And there it is. All right, then you deserve it. Let's get out of here. Let's do this thing he needs so we can get our stuff back and I can leave.
We've
Show us
been
the way.
adventuring together for months. You should know that I'm a terrible person at this point.
Yeah, but I'm committed to my pack. You know how it is.
You're not
We
terrible,
are your
Mr.
pack.
That's
We
what
are
I
a
mean.
group. We are an adventuring. I'm just. Whatever. Let's just go to this stupid house.
You're not terrible.
Get my shit.
You're not terrible,
Well,
Mr.
someone's in a
Chalice.
bad mood.
I was just robbed.
Yes, so
And
are we all. You
died.
don't see us all complaining.
He's got kind of like a death hangover. It seems like he'll get over it. He just needs some food. You a little hangry there, bud? You hangry?
Like, oh, you just died. Oh, you'll get over it. I fucking died. Why is no one upset? Why is no one focusing on the fact we died?
Oh,
Lord.
you've never died before?
Well,
No.
we ain't dead
Little guy.
anymore.
I don't think any of us have died before because we are still alive until
you know.
like 15 minutes ago.
Let's just get this done so we can get on to bigger and more where I get to kill more things. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, Mr. Chalice.
Alright, lead the way, please.
Alright, you will find the manor on the northern edge of town, in this direction. You can't miss it. It's dark, big, and foreboding. Have a good luck, and I will pray for your safe returns. At least, as many of you as will survive.
Right here,
But if-
ocean breathing crab, whatever.
Alright.
But if we die, you can bring us back again, right? Is that kind of like one of those infinite loops or what?
Well,
I swear to God, if this is some kind of purgatory torture where we just keep going in a loop.
unfortunately, I am important to my brethren in this village. I can't take the risk of going to recover your bodies from such a dangerous place with adventurous.
It's like a
treasures.
one and done kind of thing, just like one time and everybody gets one kind of thing.
Yes.
One hitter quitter over here.
If a group of proud warriors such as yourselves is unable to overcome this perilous task, then I believe the safest route will be to just set the manor on fire, along with all of the riches that lay inside.
What?
Well, no, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I'm like, I'm like, come on. We can do it. Like the moment I heard that there's a lot of money in the manor, my attitude completely changes.
Yeah.
I'm like, tell me more. I would love to do this task for you and do this amazing favor.
Well, the count didn't take everything when he left. I believe there's still some very valuable paintings left hanging, too big to be transported easily, especially in the local weather. And the chandelier, made it of pure crystal, we still hear it ringing in the night when the winds are strong.
I see. Well, thank you. We'll be on our way.
Goose is gonna walk next to Vivian the whole time. His tail is wagging, just keeps slapping her on the leg, just pop, pop, pop.
Sorry.
So you make your way out of the temple to find yourselves on a local beach. It's a bit farther away. You can see the smoke rising from the rooftops of the nearby village, and the beach is extending quite far around you, and you see that there's that the sand has been dug in order to allow the sea to enter beneath the temple. You're outside. You're probably out of earshot. Vivian, do you do anything concerning the fact that you absolutely do not trust this
Yes.
Illithid? All right.
I have to warn you all, something's up with this. He doesn't seem to be truthful to me.
You hear that, Mr. Chalice? We might be
I
betrayed.
mean, I kind of just have like a look of like, oh, you mean to tell me that the dude who stole our bodies, robbed us, resurrected us, and told us to jump around in a haunted mansion isn't being truthful?
I've had a lady of the night do much
Myself,
worse
and
to
I'm
me.
like, oh my god!
All right. Well, I'm glad you figured that out. But still, I think we should be careful. I mean, I suggest that we go there anyway. I mean, who knows? Maybe that's where we get our money.
I
But
mean,
besides-
he did say paintings. I like this, so crystal chandeliers, it's valuable.
Yeah, maybe we can make it your new home. Sure, whatever. Let's just get there.
I
Let's
don't want
kill.
to live there. I want to just take its shit.
Where are you
Let's
gonna
just
take
go
a
to see what's
chandelier?
going
Are you
on.
gonna bring
We
it to the
can-
We
camp?
need to tread lightly.
If it's made out of crystals, we can just break it into smaller crystals and just shove it in our backpacks.
I'm gonna shove it somewhere. And he just kind of pushes past him and keeps walking towards the.
And I'm like, bad boy.
His ears go down, but he pretends not to notice.
You're a
I
good
scratched
boy,
Goose.
Goose.
It's
Oh.
okay, Goose. We will manage
Wait.
somehow.
Oh wow, that spot right there. Oh, that's it. Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm like,
Now
I
I'm.
swear to God, if you just let's just go. We don't
So
need to get into this in the middle of the street or beach.
Look, no
All right,
shame.
now, how do we
I'll-
get across this ocean?
I mean,
I guess there must be a boat somewhere, right?
The ocean is in the opposite direction that the Illithid was pointing to. The ocean is to the south of you, and he mentioned that.
To the north.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No
go.
problem.
I think we kind of go around the village to get to the manor because we don't want to go straight through this squid village.
All right. As you make your way around this place, you realize you can see from afar that the village seems to be composed mostly of humans and humanoids. There are some water-based creatures that are there, but not as many as you were expecting when encountering the local priest.
Oh.
Sorry. You continue on your on a winding path that makes its way up the hills. There's very little vegetation around you. It's mostly fields that are getting blown with the wind from the sea. And finally, you make it over one of the largest hills in the area, and you spot in the distance the manor. Big, dark building, a black roof, old grey stone, nested in this in this patch of wood around it. The estate seems like it's been abandoned for a while. Windows are broken. The roof is crumbling into itself, and ivy is crawling its way up all over the walls. And in general, the bushes are just the vegetation is taking back control. As you are making your way there, the sun is setting behind you, and darkness starts to spread across the land as the shadows stretch around you. You finally make it to the manor as the first stars become visible in the sky, and you find yourselves staring at the front door of the manor with 2 torches lit on either side of the entrance, welcoming
Oh,
you
this
in.
looks cheery.
Yeah,
Chalice, how many coins are you willing to bet that we'll survive this?
I don't know. I'm just wondering who the fuck lit these torches?
Supposed to be
Actually,
like
that's an
inviting, like kind of like
Like-
warm and accepting.
No, Because this place has been abandoned for years. Who the
It's
fuck
quite-
lit these torches?
It's quite far from the town too. I wonder why this bothers them so much.
It's
You know,
and I'm like, am I the only one? Like, someone must have came here recently and lit these torches.
I have a
Or-
feeling we're walking into a trap, but
It's probably a trap. I mean, that's why I'm saying Chalice. He's probably the most agile out of all of us. He's so smart and what is it, intelligent or whatever. You could probably overcome any trap. You just go right ahead. We'll go right after you.
Goose. We should all go together. As much as Chalice, I'm certain, can handle these things on his own, or at least thinks he can, we should all try. We are all a group. We must all
Girl,
go
you
together.
know I can.
Are we really bringing? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love him. Love the guy. Are we really bringing this human along? Because I mean, he just doesn't really have like. I don't even think he punches real hard.
I'm
Hey.
half human. All right.
No,
I'm
Hey.
human-ish, but I mean, I just kind of look at him. I mean, worst case, he can make a good meat shield.
hey, Mr. Chalice, I've been a lot of help for you in your adventures up to now. Why are you treating me? Why are you telling me? Why are you talking to me about like this? Like,
Yes.
I imagine we get just a flashback montage of just times where John's just been nothing but a hindrance. And I'm just like, yeah.
well,
And then I just get him, I'm like, well, if he comes along, he might die. He should come.
I'd say we protect him real close. Humans got like this real fleshy, just really soft out exterior. So just maybe he goes last. Stays. I'm big and strong, so I'll go first.
oh, and by the way, before we go in there, I'm going to use one of my abilities to give you a quest. So I guess it will be a main plot quest. So you gain health every time every time I guess the DM says so. But am I missing something? What?
Wait, okay, hold on. Let's see. This is interesting. You can give a quest.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
because he's a quest-giving NPC.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
What is this? And I'm like, I was just like, what is this World of Warcraft?
Well, we're just going. Well, I just tell
Black
you,
Desert
help.
Online, Terra.
Yeah, help me. Yeah, each of us will go in there and kill whatever is haunting this place, and maybe like clear this dungeon or this manor, I guess.
All right.
And
Well, we're wasting precious moonlight. Why don't we go in?
yeah, in the echo, we just hear "Coolie quest accepted," and everyone just kind of looks around very confused.
I just, for some reason, I have a scroll in my pocket. I'm like, what the fuck? I just chuck it.
Alright. Is this this sounds like it would be a kill quest.
Yeah.
Whenever you take the attack or help action against a creature, the ally can add your proficiency bonus to all damage rolls against that creature until the start of your next turn. You can help the ally as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that it can affect 3 people, so it's all of you.
Okay.
Okay.
So all of you add your proficiency bonus to damages to each other's damage when you're attacking a creature.
I just, I read the top. It's like, when that happens, I just look at you, Chalice, I'm like, what the fuck is above your head? And there's just a giant yellow exclamation mark. I'm just like, what the fuck?
I've seen weirder shit, man. Just saying. Let's go in here.
I mean, whatever. We're zombies or whatever, so anything's possible.
Can I investigate the door, see if there's a trap, or is there someone who's better
I
at
just
that?
kick it in.
All right.
Oh wait, do you really do that?
All right. Make a strength check.
I do
think.
not have high strength.
Maybe you should let the muscular guy
I
do it.
just kick it and I
Yeah.
just doesn't move.
You kick against the door, and although it doesn't seem like it's very sturdy anymore, the fact that that it has like planks that have been hammered onto it stops you from being able to cave it in.
I kind of just stop and I kind of just kneel down and grab my ankle. I'm like, I didn't see the boards.
There is
Bravo.
a
Bravo,
sign
Chalice.
next to the door that is now quite
Warning,
visible.
do not kick.
It has skull and crossbones symbol on it, and it says "Beware mortal danger."
Pleasant.
Well, as if the house couldn't tell us that already, but I guess this is a good sign, if you will.
Well, I was gonna check out the door, see if there was traps, but then you did that, and now I feel that I have to show you how a real cook is done. Look, you gotta lift the very muscular leg, and he gives a huge kick to the door.
All right. The
Yeah,
door.
well, I'm more about speed and agility rather than just brute force dumb hitting, so whatever.
The
And I just walk it.
you kick in the door. And as you do so, you have to fight back the urge not to pee since you've raised your leg so high. But you.
I
But
guess that's a point for the GM.
yeah, I guess I get points as well. And you enter inside of this large entrance hall. There's 2 old angelic statues to the side, a small fountain that is completely in disrepair and full of green moss and some you see spider webs strewing the entire place, and 2 doors leading out of this room, along with a corridor leading to the side. What do you do?
I raise my voice and say, "Hey, Mr. Shadows, we could all split up so we'll cover more ground."
I hate to
How
be.
about no?
I hate to be a child, but echo.
No, that's pretty
Sorry.
cool, man. That I like that. If I give
that's funny shit right there.
if I give a little sniff to the air and use my hunter's sense, can I roll a perception to see what I smell? Like any certain creatures or anything?
Yes.
Crabs.
Go ahead. You have advantage, and yeah. So 24. That's really good. You smell decay. You smell something old and that should already and that shouldn't and that should already be 3 feet beneath the ground, but is somehow still up and about. You sense also the smell of food and like something is living here.
So,
Is it crab sticks?
so Goose,
yeah.
Goose raises his nose and kind of sniffs the air a little bit, and he says, "Smells older than Grandma's leftovers in here. Also smells like
Leftover.
something's living over here, like actual leftovers."
I'm like, well, then let's introduce ourselves, I guess. And I just,
Oh, I'm
So
Goose.
you
I
said-
thought we've done this.
hi, I'm Chalice. Let's introduce ourselves to whoever's living in here, is what I was trying to say. And how did you describe the area we're in? Is there like a big, like, just main door, like, right
No,
in front of us? Or-
there's
no?
do you not see the map?
No, I don't think
I
you
have
can.
not moved you to that place yet. I
Okay.
am
There we go.
sorry. This is what the manor looks like. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah. There's 2 doors to the side, 2 staircases leading up. The staircases are like kind of crumbling, and there's a corridor to the side leading into the darkness.
I'm just like, all right, left, and I just go left.
Oh, great. so
Wait,
now
hold
we're
on.
following
Before
the
you
leader.
go, let me use my dark vision. You said it was dark in here?
Yes.
I mean,
Can I use my dark vision?
You just naturally have it. You don't have to activate dark
Ah,
vision.
okay.
You just, it's like it's your eyes. You just see, and I have dark vision too. So
Oh, good. Okay.
I don't have dark vision, so I'll just grab a torch.
All right.
yeah,
Alright,
so
well,
the
why don't we
human and the we are not splitting up.
That's clear.
No, I don't do split up. I mean, the pack stays together. It's kind of just like
have
thing.
you guys ever heard the old Bard's Tale of Scooby Doo? You do not split up.
But just for the record, I'm assuming I would be kind of Scooby or. Anyways, we could just keep going.
I'm just like,
I
I'm
call
not
Fred.
even. Yeah, I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. Obviously, you're Scooby. You're the dog.
So let me get this right. We chose the scariest way possible to go first. So we're going.
Well,
left.
isn't this where the smell of the food's coming from?
You
just
you don't
Was there a direction? Did he? Hear a direction?
you feel like it's okay, so the food specifically smells like it's coming from the second story, and
Cool.
the
Well,
smell
left is always right, anyway. So left.
and the smell of decay feels like it's kind of everywhere.
Cool.
All right.
He's just like, left is always right.
All right.
It's his. I guess. Well, we're at a door. Okay. Well, never mind. We're walking through.
Okay. All right. You make your way into the main dinner place. as
Dining hall.
yeah, the main dining hall, and as you enter it, like there's a large amount of flies that are just flying around the leftovers of the food. Been left here for a while, very apparently. You notice that there is absolutely nothing made, that it's only decaying vegetables, nothing that's made out of fish or meat is present. There isn't a single bone left
guy's
to
like-
gnaw.
He's like, oh god, vegetarians.
Yeah,
Someone
I
left here
don't
in a hurry. Clearly, they're not finishing their meal, which it looks like it's quite a feast. I wonder what could make someone leave a meal like this. I mean,
Ghost.
granted, they're rich, so they probably don't even realize the importance, but
Well, probably considering they all like died or some shit, maybe death.
I guess that could have done it. But
Well,
where
wouldn't
did
they
their
have
bodies
died?
go?
Yeah, they would have died with, around the food if they were eating. They must have been running from something if they're not here. Unless,
Well,
I don't know,
maybe
the
they-
body's like
It's just like
reanimated.
a body in a chair. Like,
Make a search check.
that'd be investigation.
Investigate. Got it. Make that check.
Well, I'll also
All of
just
us?
do. I'll do just a general investigation of the whole room.
All right, go ahead and do that. Anyone who's searching the room can make such a check. 14.
Somehow the best roll out of all four of us.
All right. You start looking around the room. All of you spread out to cover more ground. You discover a lot of different objects. Some of the furniture seems like it would be very valuable if it wasn't rotting away. But you do notice some precious metals here and there. The cutlery is apparently silver, and
Sticky fingers, I grab them.
all right. So you can write that you have silver cutlery, and no corpses. Not even anything. You notice that there is some bird droppings on the floor, or bats droppings on the floor, but as you look up, you see none of that. Jonathan,
That'd be like bird droppings. Is there a hole in the?
there are some holes in the
I didn't
ceiling.
imagine Jonathan with his. He's like, there are vegetables.
All right, Jonathan, you are towards the back of the room, towards the windows. When you see this, and you're basically walking in front of the window, and it takes you a second to realize that your reflection in the window, you're not absolutely certain that it was you, but it moved just like you. And you look back, and it does look like you are reflected in the window, but then there is but then the wind comes blowing in through the parts of the window that are cracked, and your torch is blown out.
Guys, I found something, I think. I'll go check it out.
where? Where did you find
Oh,
it? What did you
outside.
see?
Outside. I'll go check it out, don't worry.
No, what are you doing?
You're leaving
I'm
us?
not-
Wait.
Wait, no, I'm going to check it out.
You are you don't have night vision, so currently
You're just stumbling in the dark.
yeah, you're kind of just stumbling in the dark right
Oh,
now.
fuck.
I
Oh,
just.
fuck.
Come
with
on,
dark
Grandpa.
vision-
Let me help you.
Don't call me Grandpa. I'm still young.
Ha-
How? I don't think we ever established our characters' ages.
No, I imagine him like to be maybe 50 or something. Like he's not a grandpa. He's just.
I think one
bit old.
T live about the same length as human.
Look, there's nothing wrong with having grandpups, all right? That doesn't mean you're old. It just means that you have advanced through life at an accelerated rate.
Well, there's something outside. We gotta check it out.
All right, we'll all go together then. Besides, you don't have dark vision, so you're going to be
I'm
stumbling.
just like, wait, why are we going back outside?
I saw something.
Because he saw something.
Yeah, with my 3, I saw something.
I think
Well, he just disappeared. Okay, there we go.
I mean
I'm gonna be like, I put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. You probably just saw your own reflection.
Well, it did look like me.
I'm gonna
and
roll
move like me.
persuasion.
All right.
I'm gonna try to persuade him
Roll persuasion.
that it was just his own reflection.
Do I need to roll like
I
also
think you would
persuasion?
roll like insight, like or like an opposed like your insight against my persuasion.
Well, you're not lying to me, so I guess it would also be persuasion. I think like it's a
Or-
contest.
Okay, yeah, we're trying to persuade each other.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I might. Wow. Okay, you're somehow.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought you had a 10 and everything. How do you have a +6?
Well, I have expertise in persuasion. I got a feat.
Jonathan,
How-
I don't see your camera anymore. But
Nope.
as you were
I mean, yeah, you surprisingly made a good argument. Yeah.
Alright. As you're trying to make your way out, and you seem to have convinced your friends that there was something outside, you hear a voice from the general direction of where you looked, echoing around, "Leave this place." What do you do?
No.
well, there you have it. We're clearly not wanted here, so that just means that it's time to
We
keep
should
exploring.
stay and explore
Yeah.
more.
Literally,
Knows what I'm talking about.
I just yell. I'm like, no, give us your shit.
All right. I'm gonna have everyone. Okay, yeah. Jonathan, you are still. You're still in the dark. This is a pretty terrifying situation. You don't know where that voice came from. You don't see
Can we just,
around you.
If I remember correctly, doesn't Goose also have a torch? If we're together, he would at least be able to see.
Goose, did you take a torch as well?
Yeah. Well, I didn't take one. I have one from my items, like my starting items. I don't know if we'd still.
Yeah, because
I don't think you mentioned lighting it up. So currently you are in the dark.
Okay.
I'm just like, okay, can someone just light a torch so these guys can see?
Oh, that's right. I forget. Look, come here, buddy. And he puts an arm around John. He's like, "I'm sorry. I totally forgot. You know, sometimes I forget that your eyes are broken. And, like that's just like a human thing." And he lights up.
And I'm like, aren't you guys also like night blind?
What, me?
Yeah.
What do you mean by you guys? I don't. You know what?
Dog.
I'm not even gonna get into this right now.
All right. You turn on a torch just in time to see two elven figures right in front of you that with your night vision you were not able to spot before the light reflected on their translucent forms. Both of them look at you and their faces immediately start to rot and grow terrifying as their eyes melt off of their faces and their jaws open completely as their mouth melts into nothing, and they both scream, "Leave!" And that is going to be a horrifying visage supernatural attack. You are within 60 feet of the ghost. You can't see it. You must succeed a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute. If you fail by 5 or more, you also age 1d4 times 10 years.
Oh.
Bro,
Okay, wisdom.
Wait, what is the DC?
13. So both of you have
Okay.
failed.
Come on.
Okay, no.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh fuck!
You just
Alright.
hate.
Actually, I got my
Oh, thank
teeth and
God.
look at the ghost in the eye, and I say, "You're not going to get the best of me." And I
Oh.
get her done. I don't
Get her
get.
done.
Wait.
get my 19.
Actually,
Alright, so...
I have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Hmm?
I have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Well, is that a spell or is it just being spooky?
Even if it's just a magical effect.
Alright. I think it's a terror effect that comes from them being scary, and I think it counts as somewhat supernatural, in the sense that like it's not
So
just
14,
yeah.
I succeed.
Alright. So
I
the,
also just realized I did wisdom check instead of save, but whatever.
alright. Vivian, you have failed the check. So you are frightened for 1 minute.
Okay.
I don't know what that implies in this game, but
Let me double check, but I think it means she has to do her absolute best to get the fuck away from them.
all right.
Yeah. She can't move towards the source of her fear. She doesn't have to move away, and she has disadvantage against attacking it.
All right.
Okay.
So them.
And now
Double
everybody
checking the condition.
make a second wisdom saving check, because there's 2 ghosts doing horrifying visage at you. All right, Vivian, you
That one's
succeed.
not so scary, I guess. But it is to me.
So glad.
Okay,
You
Shalice.
force.
All right, both Shalice and Jonathan roll 1d4 to see how many years you age instantly.
Oh.
I only roll.
10 years.
Oh, that could have been worse.
Both of you age 10 years. Both of you start having white hair and
White
just
hair. I'm now like 32.
yeah. So am
You
I.
can get white hair, 32.
I'm not even 32, and I already have some white hairs. Anyways, you're.
Actually, I never set my guy's age, so I don't know how old he is. Let's just say he was young,
Right.
so he's like 28 now.
Now,
He was 18.
everyone, please click on your respective tokens and then roll initiative as we are starting this fight.
Nobody talks about the fact that Jonathan just went from 50 to like 60, which is
No
a
one's
pretty hefty,
talking from the fact that Chalices went from 18 to 28.
because it doesn't look that different.
How do you
to
click
be
on
honest-
your token?
You click on the square on the map.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, 1T don't really show their age. We're snake people. We kind of just when we get
Look old
wrinkles,
always.
when we get wrinkles, we just shed our skin
Gross.
like a snake.
Wait,
We're
did I?
snake people.
I aged 10 years, not 1.
You
Yeah.
aged 10 years. Yeah.
It was 1d4 times 10 years.
Okay.
Sorry, so
if
I
you
clicked
rolled
on
a
it. Now what
4,
do I
you
do?
aged 40 years. You would have ended up as 90 and probably died.
So Vivian, you need to click on your token and then roll initiative on your character sheet. There's
thank you.
Yeah, it's if you click on your token, it immediately adds it when you're rolling initiative. It immediately adds it to the turn order so that it's faster for everybody.
Got it. Thanks.
If it doesn't work, the GM can always just right-click the token and manually add it to the turn order.
All right, ghosts are first, and they're actually going to withhold action and just wait and see what you do after their display of terror. Vivian, you are next. Paladin
All right.
is able to react.
Well, since I know Elvish, can I try persuading them and asking them like what's going on?
You're afraid of them.
Yeah, you
I am
like one of them is like terrifying you, so you are going to take disadvantage on trying to speak with them. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll.
Persuasion or?
I think I think yeah, persuasion to try to
Yeah,
to try to get them to
persuasion.
communicate.
Okay.
Right.
That's a 10.
Oh yeah, you're disadvantaged.
Yeah.
The only answer that you get is you're not welcome here. You've hurt enough. You've hurt us enough. And yeah, I think that counts as a bonus action to try to persuade someone. Do you do anything else, Vivian?
No, I'm good.
All right, Chalice.
Okay, well, Which one am I afraid of? Because I'm going to attack the other one so I don't have
Okay.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I think the first one who did the visage was this one, so you are afraid of this one.
Alright, so I'm going to attack the other one with my innate spellcasting. I can cast the cantrip Poison Spray.
Poison spray. All right.
Yeah, I just kind of open my mouth and just shoot.
Man,
Well,
keep that
actually, it
shit to
says
yourself. That's nasty.
It says I extend my hand, but because I'm a snake person, I imagine it makes more sense that I just spit venom.
All right. It's poison damage. All right.
Yeah, it has to do a Constitution save.
So the poison splashes through the ghost and hits the back wall behind them.
Okay, so these these things are immune to magic.
That's kind
I've got a damage immunity to poison.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I've got a lot of immunities. I don't know exactly how ghosts can be killed, but
It's mostly
To be
with like
fair,
holy,
they are ghosts.
It's mostly generally with holy magic or something like that. So hopefully, I think for my bonus action, can I like try to like I don't know if this is even a thing. Someone's gonna have to tell me if this is a thing in D&D. Can I just like slap Vivian silly to break her frightened condition?
I would allow
Like snap out of it.
I would allow you to try something like this. It's going to be I think a persuasion check at a I'm gonna say difficulty 16.
Okay.
Why not me? I was the closest.
Well, because it's my turn.
Yeah, no. No,
Well,
I mean,
she's a paladin. She probably has some holy magic.
I'm your best friend.
Whatever. Persuasion. Oh fuck! I critted.
Nice. All right. Vivian, you snap out of the fear effect. This is what you've been training for your entire life. It's the undead. It's your job as the paladin to take care of this situation. You are ready. What do you do?
All right. Let's see. Can I? It's not my turn yet, so I have to wait, right?
It was your turn earlier, so you only
You
took.
didn't do anything on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
turn,
You tried to persuade them. I don't think that counts as a
No.
standard action. So you can have a standard action if you'd like now.
Okay. I'm going to use. Let's see. I'm going to use. I don't know all the cantrips, but let's see. There.
Just avoid anything with poison damage. Maybe go for radiant.
Yeah. Let me see.
Do paladins?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's okay. Do paladins have the core ability of banish undead? Is that still a thing in 3 points?
No.
No, they have faint. I have divine sense, and I have lay on hands.
Okay. Got it.
Turn undead's cleric
any-
ability.
Oh, cleric.
You're a-
I'm gonna use lightning lore. Maybe that'll like shock them or something.
Lightning. What?
Lore.
Well, what's your oath? I'm just curious.
My oath.
Yeah.
I have the oath to the silver flame.
Wait. How do you have a cantrip? You're a paladin, not a cleric.
Oh, really? It says I have cantrips. Sorry.
Yeah, no, paladins can innately learn certain things.
All right.
Oath of the Silver Flame.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll for this and describe what it looks like for all of us, please.
Okay. So it creates a lash of lightning. So I raise up my hands and lightning comes from above.
Okay.
And so I use charisma as my spell casting ability. So I use my charisma, right?
That seems about right. I don't like. You'll have to rely on the other players who actually know the rules for it.
Got it.
If it's your innate spellcasting ability, it's what you use.
Got it. Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Right. Ooh. You okay? My armor class is 11. So does that?
What you do is you roll I'm guessing a ranged spell attack, and then you just add your charisma modifier to it. Well, your spellcasting modifier, which is
my spell
charisma.
attack.
Yeah, it's charisma plus proficiency.
Yeah, so you do a D20 plus your spellcasting modifier, which is charisma plus proficiency. Not
Okay.
a charisma check.
So since my all right.
Sorry.
Does that mean your hit is higher than what it currently is? My armor class is 11, so that might hit.
Potentially, it would probably be higher, but it could with dice, it could always possibly be lower.
Okay,
No,
but like we
11 would hit if the AC
Alright.
is 11.
in this case it hit. What's the damage on this lightning power?
The spell's damage increases by 1. Then you take 1/8 die of damage.
1d8.
All right. Also, last thing, I have a damage resistance to lightning. It's not damage immunity; it's damage resistance.
It cuts the total damage in half.
All right.
Okay.
So just roll a 1d8.
1d8. That is going to be 1 point of damage against this ghost.
That is a 1d8 team.
Oh, well,
What?
I'll still give it to you.
Okay.
So that's 1 point of damage against this ghost.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I think my kill quest would activate.
Oh yeah, it adds your proficiency to
Okay.
damage.
All right.
Oh, actually, I didn't help, so I guess it wouldn't
No.
work for now.
The kill quest. Whenever you take the attack or help action against a creature, the ally can add your proficiency bonus
Yeah.
to all damage rolls against that creature until the start of your next turn.
But
So do you have to do it?
since it says whenever
Oh.
you take the attack, oh, okay.
It means the spellcaster.
Yeah. So you, Jonathan, when you attack or help against a creature, one ally can add your proficiency bonus to all damage rolls.
I
Yeah.
see.
All right. So it's gonna come after your turn, which is now.
Yeah.
The lightning strikes from above, electrocuting the elven ghost slightly. It doesn't seem that bothered by it, but it does look up and swear at like the damage you've done to the house, yelling, "This is gonna take monstery bear!" Jonathan, it's your turn. What do you do?
Okay. In a feared frenzy, I guess, I take the nearest object I have to me and just throw it at my attacker.
Okay.
The ghost.
Alright. The one who has terrified you.
Yes.
So you are at a disadvantage.
Well, I would be anyway since I'm throwing farther than the improvised range.
Okay.
So
You're picking up a large vase with rotten with dead flowers inside of it, and that does not hit.
Well, I improvised, so I gain back my Get Her Done ability, but I won't use it now because it's not worth it.
All right.
But also now you get the proficiency bonus to damage.
All
since
right.
I use an attack action.
So you, so everybody can, so everybody gets the proficiency against this particular ghost right here. Goose, it is your turn. What do you do?
I think as soon as Jonathan picked up something, I think Goose's ears went up and he was staring at him, and his eyes followed the vase all the way across the room. He says, "I mean, you want me to go get that? Was that what you were trying to say? Because I can go grab it for you and I can bring it right." No. I gotta focus. He looks back at the ghost. He puts out his hand and his claws because I have tooth and which makes my
Wait, actually, Simon, would I get another wisdom save since I finished my turn still frightened of the ghost?
Oh yeah, are you able to do a wisdom save to try to break it?
Yeah, can I break it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the frightened condition on itself on a success. All right.
So I didn't.
It's a difficulty 13, so you did.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and all of you are now immune to the ghost's horrifying visage for the next 24 hours.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That means I can't age anymore.
All right.
Yeah. So first off, I'm gonna rage, which means he turns into his kind of bigger werewolf form.
All right.
A wolf turning into a bigger, and my claws are also magical in nature
Okay.
because I'm a werewolf, and I'm gonna pounce on the one that he attacked, so I would get advantage. I'm not sure which one that was.
I had to rely on
I think
feet
this-
to give me magical
this one.
stuff.
All right.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna pounce on him and see what happens.
All right. So you jump over the table, like crashing through plates and this metallic chandelier as you make your way to the ghost and just like get ready to attack it.
I don't have this set up as an unarmed attack for some reason, so I'm gonna have to do it, man.
Okay.
Plus my strength.
What's your proficiency? Oh, afterwards.
Oh, god damn it!
All right.
That was a terrible roll.
Yeah, you try to claw at it, and your arms just pass through the ghost. It's you don't think it's material right now, and it might not be able to do much when it's immaterial, but it can try to do what I've been holding my actions for. All right. You must the ghost tries to move towards you, Goose, and turns around at the same time, adopting a similar position to the one your body has. Make a DC 13 charisma saving throw, please.
Oh boy. No.
No, you are you're now incapacitated and lose control of your body. The ghost now controls the body but doesn't deprive the target of awareness. The ghost can't be targeted by any attacks, spells, or effects except ones that turn undead, and it retains its alignment in intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, and immunity to being charmed and frightened. It otherwise uses the possessed target's characteristic, but doesn't gain access to the target's knowledge, class features, or proficiencies. Alright, and it's going to turn around and howl and get ready to attack the other players. And this one is going to do the same thing, is going to attempt to do the same thing on Vivian. So make a DC 13 charisma saving throw, please.
So just charisma or?
Charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay, got it.
So you should have that.
Okay, you pass. The ghost tries to align its body with your own, but then there's this magical flare of light coming from your holy symbol. The ghost is propelled back out and falls onto the floor. All right, new initiative. Goose, I'm gonna let you keep on rolling initiative as if you were present in this fight because you are, and I'll let
New
you.
initiative. What? We just stick
Oh,
with the initiative
yeah.
we
My
have.
bad. My bad.
This isn't anima or whatever.
Yeah, I'm so used to anima. So on the Ghosts initiative, they're going to possess. One of them is going to possess Goose and attack. Let's see. I think Vivian is the most threatening. So
I
yeah,
mean, she's the one with holy magic.
exactly. So
As he's going to slice down on her, he's like, "I just want you to know this ain't me. I mean, you know me. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do."
all right, make an attack check, please, Goose. And 22. I believe that hits. And roll for damage. Vivian, does 22 hit?
So roll for.
Oh, I'm
No,
raging
it's-
right now too.
It's
So-
it's your AC. What's your AC?
Oh, AC. Okay. Armor class 18.
All right, you are hit by Goose, and you take 4 points of damage.
Actually,
Well,
I think it's 6
yeah,
because
I'm
he's
raged.
raging.
Oh, rage.
So-
It's a +2 to damage.
All right,
Yeah.
so you take 6 points of damage. The other
Is there
ghost.
any way to break him out of perception?
Hmm?
No, sorry, just talking to myself.
All right. The other ghost is going to stop being ethereal, and you can see it becomes just a little bit more substantial. You can see more details on its clothes as it shifts into the material plane, and it extends a skeletal hand towards you, as if and like walks through the table screaming and yelling, out. But it's going to end its turn because it needed to do this action in order to become physical. Vivian, it is your turn. You
All
are
right.
leading.
I am going to do. I'm going to use my longsword, my D112 slashing longsword against the possessed goose.
Okay.
I mean,
Go.
the only option is to take him down to 0.
Nice. I'm glad I managed to possess the barbarian. What is your AC, Goose?
My AC is more than that, 17.
All right, you survive the attempt by your ally to slash at you. Anything else, Vivian?
Can I try to persuade him to try to like snap him back to reality?
You can try. You can attempt it. Yeah. Go ahead and make. Go ahead and make a check for that.
Oh,
Oh,
that
man.
didn't work.
What does she say to him?
Just start
isn't
insulting
you!
him.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There aren't a lot of ways of breaking this thing. Unless do you have?
I don't think we have.
Vivian, do you have any way of dispelling evil and good? Like, do you have an effect like dispel evil and good spell?
Let's see. I have lay on hands, which can cure people.
That's no, I don't
That's more
believe.
physical damage.
Yeah.
That's physical damage. Okay.
All right.
It's,
Yep. So you are unable to. Not only you're unable to hit him, your words also don't reach Goose. Goose doesn't seem to react to your attempts to get to him, which is it should have been pretty easy if only you'd reminded him that he was not being a good boy right now. But
For real.
yeah, you're like
turn.
bad boy. I deserve it.
He's like, no, I'm not a bad boy. I'm a good noodle.
I'm gonna like pull my sword and be like, "Good God, I'm glad I robbed that wizard because I have a rapier imbued with magical energy."
All right, so you can hit
Okay.
supernatural.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
do not have
it-
I do not have damage resistance against this, and you hit my armor class being 11. Roll for damage.
only 6.
All right.
Wow.
You went against the one that's becoming physical, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Not goose.
Okay. You slash across this ghost, opening up a wound through which so you can see some ectoplasm splashing across the dinner table and just evaporating immediately.
Seeing if there's anything I can do as a bonus action.
Yeah. By the way, anyone who's attacking. Vivian. Sorry, Jonathan. What is your proficiency bonus?
Plus 3.
Okay, so that would have brought Vivian to 16 on her attack, which wouldn't have been enough to get Goose. But that ghost, but you do give that a +3 bonus to anyone trying to attack Goose right now.
Okay.
No, it's only for damage.
Oh
roll.
wait.
It's only for
wait.
damage.
Oh, it's only for damage? Got it. Alright. Alright.
Oh.
Mhm.
I have extra attack.
Oh, extra attack. Alright, go ahead and roll.
But doesn't the ghost not retain any? Never mind. You're talking about your. No, it's not.
Yeah. You do hit. Go ahead and roll for damage once again.
I am also going to use where is it? I know it's thought I had it. Never mind. But yeah, I'll just
Right.
another 5 piercing damage.
5 more piercing damage. Nice. Jonathan Johnman, it's your turn. One of your friends is possessed by a ghost. Another ghost is trying to frighten you away. The fight is on. It's fierce. What do you do?
I go to Goose, the now possessed Goose, and cry, "You're not a good boy anymore!" And I shout, "Beer jug combo!" and use my
Brew a supply.
Yeah. So and now I can choose. I not only that, it's my commander combo. So it's does a 20 hit you?
Yes, he has an AC of 18.
Yeah.
So or 17. So he is. hit.
So yeah, and now I hit him, and now I choose the effect to give one ally advantage on this attack against target. So I give it to Vivian.
All right.
And I make my damage rolls, which is I got 3 ones on my damage. That's great.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's at least that's a 12. And you, Vivian, get advantage on your next attack.
Got it.
All right. 12 points. Wait, okay. 12 points of damage, and you. All right. What does this represent? Are you just pouring some of your alcohol down Goose's throat?
No, I'm using a beer jug, and I'm just hitting him with it.
It's not magical, is what he
All
says.
right.
Yeah.
I feel like
Come back to me!
Jonathan, you're basically like, you don't make many jokes, but a lot of the humor comes from the class that you chose, and I like that. Goose, it's your turn, but you're possessed, so your turn already went by. Ghost's turn. So now Goose is going to see Jonathan as the most dangerous target and attack Jonathan instead.
Oh my god.
Look, don't blame this on me, man. This is not me. You know me better than this. I feel like I ate some bad flapjack.
I understand as I get clawed across the body.
Make an attack check.
You're just getting slashed across the chest. It's like, it's not me. It's not me. Sorry. 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 Sorry.
I understand completely.
And
It's like fighting against a Canadian.
yeah,
I'm Canadian, so.
the other ghost, right in front of Chalice, says, "This doesn't have to end in your death. You can just surrender and flee." And it's going to attempt to touch you with a withering touch. 19, Chalice. Does 19 touch you?
No, because wait, let me double check. It might, I think I have a thing where I have, something to do with magic. No, that's the same thing. Nope, it hits.
All right.
Wait,
You take
have I...
8 necrotic damage because I rolled 3 ones.
Actually, no, it's too late, I feel, but I do have a thing that can enable. Oh, wait, it's damage?
Yes,
I can
necrotic
parry
damage.
that. Oh, wait, no, that's melee. Never mind. Ignore me.
All right. Yeah.
Wait, did Goose not make his attack against me?
Not yet. Goose, please make an attack against Jonathan Johnman. Chalice, you feel the cold touch of the dead hand touching your heart, and the cold spreads as your heart beats the cold blood into your veins. And you that thing got you terrified. That thing is now pumping ectoplasm into your body. You really when it says you can just leave, you're almost tempted to listen to it. All right, Goose.
But I did find a thing. I have uncanny dodge, so I only take 4 necrotic damage.
All right. Yeah, Goose, you take. Jonathan, what is your AC?
10.
All right, you are hit. A Goose, roll damage plus.
By the
2.
way, I was a little wrong about the damage because I linked the wrong one. It's a little worse for him. My claws actually do 1d6 plus my strength when I'm raging.
Okay.
2d4. Oh, okay.
Oh, it's 2d4. Fuck.
No, no, for the bite.
That's for the bite.
All right.
Oh, okay. You're just slash it.
All right. Go ahead.
That's actually 8 damage because of my rage.
Okay. So Jonathan, you take 8 points of damage.
I'm at 18.
Okay. So yeah, the ghosts deal their damage, and it is now Vivian's turn. Vivian.
Okay. I'm gonna attack the second ghost, the one that doesn't possess Goose with my longsword, the 1d8 longsword.
Are you within range, or do you move your character in order to get?
Oh, I have to move my character. Yeah, I'm all the way over here.
All right.
Wait, Goose is right here, right?
I guess I'll attack Goose instead because I'm right there.
Yeah, it depends on which one you're attacking.
All right, I'll attack Goose then.
Okay.
Sorry, I changed my mind.
Poor
Well, you
Goose.
ain't gotta hurt me.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
the
Goose.
only way to break the possession is to take you down to 0 hit points.
Oh, it just murder me. Okay, all right.
No, we'll knock you down and then we'll bring you back.
We'll bring you back to the man who supposedly raises the dead.
All we have to do is knock him unconscious. We don't have to kill him.
Okay.
They tear you down to bring you back up. Welcome
Exactly.
to the army.
Do you guys realize?
We
that
have
I-
to beat you
Unconscious
to
and
make
then-
you happy.
Yeah.
You guys realize I have 77 hit points?
Well, that's the thing.
What?
Yeah.
He's a barbarian at level 6.
All right, Vivian.
77 hit points and a 17 AC.
Make your attack roll.
All right.
Keep it.
That is not a hit.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
And it,
You could at least try harder.
yeah. Vivian, I encourage you. I don't know what paladin abilities are. Maybe there's something in the list, something that's.
well, there's a 5th level spell, but I don't think at level 6 we know any 5th level.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because
I just have first level spells, right? Or
no, you're at level
second.
6.
You have
Yeah,
second
alright.
level spell.
Yeah, at that level you have 2nd level.
okay.
Because at some point paladins learn dispel good and
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah, that's Detect good and evil.
No, there's also dispel.
But it probably
But it's
comes a little bit later. I'll let you look through that. We're moving on to Chalice. Chalice, what do you do? Situation is pretty critical right now.
Wait, guys, we forgot. The ghost doesn't get any of yeah, I mean. Goose
Yeah, it
and
doesn't get the class feature, so I don't know if all that rage stuff would apply.
Yeah.
That's fair. So you take
I'm
off.
gonna-
You take off the two. You didn't take. Like both of you heal 2 life points, Jonathan and Vivian. It's
Magically.
not raging anymore. Okay, Chalice, what do you do?
I'm going to probably use acrobatics, but I'm gonna move over here
Okay.
around thing.
You-
Want me to do like an acrobatics roll or
Yes,
something?
you're trying to jump over the ghost, I think.
Luckily, I have
I'll
advantage.
be right
on
back.
this.
I'm coming.
All right.
Let me check a few things because I think I have something called sure-footed.
Okay. I think that might be an attack of opportunity for me.
Yes.
No, because I haven't. Because that's only if I leave its range.
No, but Goose is. You
Oh
left
yeah,
Goose's range.
goose. Yeah.
Yeah. Goose, go ahead and roll attack of opportunity. 10.
He misses.
All right, and you miss.
God damn, you're pretty quick.
Yeah, and basically I'm just doing this
Okay.
because it enables me to activate Duelist because I have no allies within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack it twice.
All right. You
And,
hit both.
Let me just double check what Duelist does. Again, +1 to those attack rolls.
Okay.
And I'm also going to expend a swashing point, which is like my class's like a resource, like
Yeah,
monks have
like
key
magic.
points and stuff. Yeah. I get to add my charisma modifier to my damage rolls, so I add a +5 to whatever these damages.
Okay.
So that's 11,
Yeah.
and that's 16,
All right.
and that it gets rid of 2 of my swashing points. I have a total of 10 before I have to do a long rest.
All right. You slash across the ghost. It's you cut off its arm, send it flying, and it just stops in the air, as if it's like floating in space, spewing ectoplasm all over the place. It's screaming in pain and rage, and
Yeah, I'm just like, come on, bring it on, you fucking
right.
ghost. I like,
Good one, good one. Yeah, you really thought that one through.
I'm like, you ghost, whatever.
You can see there is now terror in the ghost's eyes as its face becomes goes back to being elven and it isn't the terrifying visage that it had anymore, and it's looking around for it seems to be looking around for a way out of this room. All right, Jonathan.
If it tries to run, well, I'm fucking.
Jonathan
Yes.
Johnman, it is your turn. What do you do?
Well, I go. Well, actually, I stay here because I want because I know Charles is doing his thing. So I'll just do the same thing and use my my brewer supplies on Goose.
Okay.
And this time I'll use the second ability to make. So he has to make a DC 12 dexterity check, a save, I mean,
Right.
or become blinded.
Okay.
Oh, blinded.
As I'm trying to forcefully feed him ooh. So I'm trying to so basically I'm trying to make him forcefully drink way too much alcohol, pure alcohol, and
All right.
so he's becoming blind.
You have
Yeah, that
failed
means,
this check.
And so
That
that's
means Goose.
19.
That means Goose can't see. Automatically fails any ability checks that requires sight, Attack rolls against Goose have advantage, and any attack roll Goose does has disadvantage.
Okay.
Well, what'd you give me, man? That feels really good. But the flapjacks, they're definitely coming back.
Well, he just poured pure alcohol into your eyes. I don't think it feels good.
Oh, I thought he made me drink until the point I could not see anymore.
No, I think it's just alcohol in your eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
So you're like, oh my god!
And you take 15 points of damage.
No, that's 19.
19, got it.
Is that magical or
man.
No, it's not.
then wouldn't
No, he's not enraged anymore.
oh, he's not raged? Okay.
Yeah.
Also, that's only for the until my next turn that you're blinded.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this ghost is attempts to become ethereal once again, and it is going to start sinking through the floor, giving you the opportunity to make an attack of opportunity against it, Chalice. It is trying
Yeah, I'm
to.
like, no, you ain't going anywhere.
Does the fact that your sword is enchanted mean you
Oh
get?
my god! Thank God I have advantage on that.
Why do you have? Why do you have advantage?
Duelist.
Okay, got it. And you are able to hit something that's ethereal.
Well, it's a magical sword,
So yes.
so it overcomes
All right.
any physical immunities that mention that it's immune to non-magical.
All right.
And I think
Roll
it
for
hits
damage.
ethereal. I have no idea.
Roll for damage. Okay.
I'm not using a swashbuckling pool. No, I can't because this is a reaction. I can't anyways.
You pierce the skull of the ghost. You feel a slight resistance twice when you penetrate the skull, and when your sword exits on the other side, and the ghost seems to fade into the breeze as if it was made out of sand, and there isn't actually any wind going through the room right now, but it just disappears into oblivion, screaming one last time as it disappears, screaming in rage. And
Wait, so I killed it? Nice.
yeah, you killed it.
You killed the ghost.
Okay, and Goose is going to attempt to attack anyone who's nearby at a disadvantage. Go ahead and make that check. It's probably going to be aimed at Jonathan Johnman, who's been doing most of the damaging stuff so far. So Goose, roll your attack.
Wow. Oh,
The-
well,
the-
14.
All right.
That hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, John
roll
doesn't have great AC.
Yeah, roll for damage. Okay, 2 points of damage. So yeah, Jonathan gets slashed across the chest. Your friend's claws are like dig into your flesh, and you can feel like the itch when you've been scratched by either a dog or a cat. Of like you know his paws have been into dirty places, and there's a good chance it's gonna get infected. But
Yeah, you're gonna want
boy.
to put some antibiotics on that. Just trust.
You're a bad boy.
Oh man, don't say that. It's not true. I wouldn't do this to you.
Vivian, it is now your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna use a second level spell called Aid, and it bolsters my allies with toughness and resolve.
Okay.
And hit point maximum and current hit points increase for 5 for the duration of 8 hours.
All right.
So we get. Oh no, there it is. I don't want that sheet.
Right.
So I have to do a charisma because that's my spell casting ability.
No, if it's a buff, you don't roll it or anything.
Yeah, if it's a buff, it just happens.
All right.
Oh,
So-
okay.
You invigorate
There
your
we go.
allies, who are now
Actu-
more healthy.
Well, it's heroism, you said?
I'm sorry.
It's heroism?
No, it's Aid.
Oh, aid. Oh, yeah.
All right. So everybody
Okay.
gets extra life points. Do you do anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack Goose with my 1d8 longsword. My
You-
1d10 longsword.
You can't because aid is an action.
Yeah.
Oh,
aid-
okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Then I'm done.
All right. Chalice, it is your turn.
I'm gonna jump off the table and be like, "Sorry about this, boy."
You have
And
advantage.
then I am going to attack him.
What is this? The WWE Smackdown.
That is 11 piercing. I am going to use. I have various things I can do for this. I think I don't have duelist anymore because there's an ally within 10 feet.
Yeah.
I am going to use. Well, he's already blinded, so may as well not use cheap shot. I'm gonna try this. It's probably not gonna work because he's a barbarian.
It doesn't get my class feature.
No, because I'm going to try to trip you.
Okay.
So you must make a strength save against my DC, which is 8 plus proficiency plus dex. So that is a DC of let me just do. I'm terrible with math.
All right.
But
I'm not- I don't- it's a
I'm not
DC of
currently
14.
enraged,
Yeah.
so I'm not smaller or larger than you. Like
Oh,
when I'm
word.
enraged, I become larger, but they don't get my class features, so I don't know if I would.
No, it's like if your character is just larger or smaller, like your
Yeah.
size.
Yeah, you are large or smaller. So make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh
Wow.
my god, you critically failed.
All right. You are now prone.
Bro. And that's only my first attack. I still have a second.
Okay.
As he hits the ground, he's like, "Oh, I guess I'll just take a nap then."
The ghost tries to speak through you and says, "You'll have. Do you truly accept attempting to kill your friend in your attempts to invade our sanctuary?"
In the middle of it, just in the middle of the sentence, I'm just stabbing. I'm just stabbing Goose in like the shoulder, like in a non-lethal area.
The ghost tries to talk to me, but it just really comes out in the same voice of like, "Are you actually gonna try and like hurt your friend or like?"
He takes
that's-
another 12 piercing damage.
All right.
It hurts.
So I just kind of sweep his leg, knock him down, and then I stab him in the shoulder. And I'm like, again, you're possessed. This is the only way.
All right. The ghost replies, "I will leave his body if you leave this place. I can
Or
forgive.
just kick your ass.
I can forgive the spilled ectoplasm of my eternal friend that you murdered, but I won't forgive you if you keep trying to end my undeath." Jonathan, it's your turn.
I'm just like blah 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 blah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to become ectoplasm too.
No, we're not gonna kill you. We're just gonna knock you out. It's fine.
I have lay of hands. I'll lay on hands. I will heal you afterward.
Yeah, we'll heal you after. It's fine.
What?
Jonathan, what do you do?
And
Yeah. I'm trying to find out what I can do, but I guess I'll just combo him again. So.
Okay.
Well. Well, what can I do? Okay, then I just attack.
Ooh, nice. 20.
Oh, a crit.
Hot diggity dogs.
Okay, so you make again a dexterity. Was it a dexterity check? I'll
Yes,
go check.
it's a dexterity
For-
saving
yeah.
check against 12.
Are you
Pass.
reblinding? Holy shit, he critted.
Now
Okay.
a crit.
Crit and crit.
So yeah, so he's taking 26 damage.
Right?
Does that so he still gets hit.
Yeah,
But he
the
does-
save is for the effect.
Okay.
So you take another 26 points of damage. Goose, how much are you at?
20.
Oh wow,
Alright, we're
you
good.
are resistant as hell.
Yeah,
This has a lot of HP. He's a designated tank.
a good old
for a
boy.
reason.
Uh,
He's a strong boy.
all right. So, all right. There is a pause, and on his turn, the ghost is going to just scream and stop controlling the body, or so it appears, as Goose shakes and says, "He's gone. I think he went through the floor." Everybody make an insight check.
Insight.
To be like, liar!
Actor of proficient 19.
Alright.
Sight. I am proficient in that,
Think.
but I don't have it. Too bad I don't have advantage.
Ooh,
Wow, it critically failed.
yeah, I think it's, oh yeah, it's speaking in this old accent that totally does not sound at all like Goose, and seeing that its attempt to bluff you does not work, it is going to try to attack one more time. Probably with bite attack if it can. Goose, can you make an attack check for me?
Who is he attacking? The guy who killed his best friend, or the guy dealing the most?
I think he would be trying to attack you. Ooh. By the way, you have to roll twice since you are still blinded.
That
And
went
prone.
away.
Oh.
Well, he's prone. Yeah. So.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
exact same roll.
Yeah. So you are still able to do it. Go ahead and roll your damage. I'm pretty sure you hit Shemus.
Yes, you hit me. I'm gonna try to reduce that as much as I can.
You took 2 points of damage.
Well, then there's no point in me parrying that. Because I just take 2 points of damage.
All right, Vivian. It is now your turn. Your friend is.
There goes some of my temporary HP.
Okay, so I'm going to again attack with the longsword.
All right. Make your attack check at an advantage. 20 is enough to
Ouch.
hit. Roll your damage, and also I think you get do you get the +4 from Jonathan's proficiency?
You should, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So.
So damage roll is
You click on the longsword that is under that is where you rolled. Like
In the chat.
in a chat. Like when you hover your hand above the where it says longsword to
oh,
hand
I
it,
see.
it goes red. You can click that. All right. So
Plus
I think
4.
I got it.
so 9
Nine?
points of damage against Goose. Chalice, it is your turn. What do you do?
And then I'm gonna be like, all right, because he's clearly looking mean. I'm gonna just grab the butt of my sword. I'm still doing a rapier attack, but I'm doing it non-lethally. So I'm just grabbing the hilt of my sword and just bashing him in the head.
All right, make your attack. I do believe that is a hit.
Yes, it is.
Right.
12.
Yeah,
is that
that'll
enough to
do it.
knock you out?
Yeah, that
So I
knocks
just
me out.
Whack him in the.
All right.
I'm just like, because he's on the ground.
The ghost is expelled from the body, falling back from the impact. Still full.
Second, can I use my extra attack to attack the ghost?
Yes. You do not have advantage against me, but you are going to deal extra damage because of the proficiency.
Well, fuck.
Uh,
Wait, come on, let me see. I gotta have something left.
it's 11. You missed this attack.
I'm seeing if there's something I can
All right.
do to. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything?
Add charisma to my attack roll.
Okay.
Oops, sorry about that.
Instead of 15.
Okay. So you are going to hit it. Roll your damage. As for Goose, is there any sort of roll that you should be making for being at 0 life points? Like
On my
bleeding out?
turn, I have to make a
it
death
does.
save.
Okay.
Unless he gets healed before that, and then he's stabilized.
Well, hopefully Jonathan can do that. Chalice, it is the end of your turn. You have wounded this ghost, struck it across the leg. It is now tripping, and you can see it trying to reach for the table to lean against it, and just passes through it. All right. Jonathan.
Turn. Well, I'm out of combos, so you said he's not ethereal anymore, the ghost?
Nope, not ethereal anymore.
Okay,
And
so
Well,
I'll...
technically he is still ethereal. He never
Oh.
stopped being ethereal. It's the other one that did stop.
yeah.
Okay, so I'll just check. I'll use a hand crossbow on him instead of my...
Okay.
Actually, no.
Is
Actually,
it
you know what? No, I
enchanted?
won't.
Is it enchanted at all, or
No,
not?
it's not enchanted.
Okay. So there's a good
But,
chance
I-
it won't.
But actually, no, I won't use that. I'll go up to him, try to grab like a chair or something, and just hit him over the head with it.
Okay. Is it enchanted and can touch immaterial things or not?
Well, is the chair enchanted?
Is this the chair in this
The
this mansion?
the chair is not enchanted. No. You try to hit it. It passes through, but you're still going to get your proficiency bonus to damage of anyone who tries to hit the ghost. That does mean that Chalice, you would have done an extra 5 points of damage.
4.
4. All right.
Okay, so that's 16 total damage.
Yeah,
I did.
I'm at 29 life points. Goose, make a death saving throw.
Oh, the humanity. Nope.
Ooh, that's one fail.
All right.
If he gets 3 fails, he dies.
All right. The ghost stands. The elven ghost stands proudly before you and says, "Your mistake will cost you the life of your friend, and serve as a lesson to the rest of you mortals never to step foot in this place again." And it's going to attack Goose.
Whoa, it's gonna.
Yeah, that's
Um,
1.
Oh,
Thank God, that would have killed
Wait.
So
me.
lucky that missed, because if it hit, it would have given Goose 2 fails, and Goose would have died right there. If it had,
all right.
'cause
Do
it gets
do
advantage,
do
but
I roll?
either
Do,
way, I think it
hold on, hold on. Do you get penalties to your armor class for being unconscious?
No,
No,
Oh,
it
no.
just gives it advantage.
and even with advantage, it didn't hit.
Yeah, even with advantage, it missed. So
Right.
Goose was this close to dying.
And I think I had to become material in order to do this, so I kind of fudged the rules here. Sorry about that. But yeah, that is the end of the turn for the ghost. It is now Vivian's
So are
turn.
you saying the ghost is now ethereal?
No,
I mean,
it's material now.
physical?
Yeah, it's physical now.
Okay,
I-
so I'm gonna head over to Goose, and I'm gonna use the first cast spell, evocation spell, Cure Wounds,
Mm-hmm.
to try to revive him.
Right.
So this one uses the creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
Okay.
Which is charisma for a paladin, right?
Yeah.
So go ahead and make that roll.
No, it's
Ah.
not.
Again, it's you roll the dice and
Yeah.
add your charisma to it.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's okay. Go ahead
Okay.
and make that.
So a 1d dice.
1d8.
Indeed.
1d8 plus 2.
Clay on hands would have been more efficient for it.
Yeah, well, she can do that next turn.
Yeah.
This at least just makes it so you're not dying.
Up,
so
didn't do that right.
Okay.
even if you-
I've got it. 1d 8 plus 2. Yeah, so that is going... Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I did not do that right either.
/R.
The 8 plus 2. Alright,
Oh,
you heal
sorry.
3 points of damage.
Wow.
That's not a lot, but it at least stabilizes Goose.
Yeah,
Not only
What did you say
stabilizes,
that I could do that was better?
lay on
Lay on
lay
hands.
on hands.
Oh, lay on hands. Okay.
Alright.
He rubs the top of his head. He says, "Oh, well, thank you for that. You're sweeter than a butterfly's biscuits. I'm feeling better."
Created butterflies
It's like
biscuits.
butterfly. That sounds disgusting.
Wouldn't a bee be more effective considering they make honey?
Look, I
Butterflies
don't
make
ask
honey?
questions. I just say the words. All right. It's just spouting wisdom.
It's like my guy's like, wait, butterflies make honey? Anyways, I gotta kill this ghost.
Alright. Chalice. The ghost is corporeal in front of you. It has almost attempted to drag your friend into the afterlife with it. What do you do?
Yeah, so it's getting fucking
Alright.
cream.
Roll both of your damages.
12.
And
It's corporeal.
yeah, and it's also getting the extra,
18.
so that's minus 16, and then since it's a kill quest, and then a minus 10, meaning I'm at 3 life points right now.
Ooh.
And then I am going to use, because I am just a jerk, I am going to, because it's corporeal,
Yeah.
I'm going to use cheap shot.
All right.
So I just grab, like, just some, I don't know, like rotten mashed potatoes off the table
Mhm.
and just throw it into this ghost's eyes.
All right.
has to
Dexterity
make
saving throw against.
It's a DC of 8 plus proficiency plus dex. So it succeeds.
Okay, I pass. Yeah. All right.
What are you just throwing taters for, man? Those are still good.
No, they are not. They are
They are
horribly
not
rotten.
Jonathan Johnman, it is now your turn. What do you do?
Yes. So I grabbed the same chair I tried to hit him with last time, and now that I see he is corporeal, I tried to hit him again.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is now just WWE. This is a fucking cage match.
He hit him
Wow.
with the chair.
Like, can you smell what the Rock is cooking?
So yeah, that hits.
Yep, that hits. Roll your damage. 2. Do you have any modifiers to that, or is it?
Oh my
No.
God, come on.
All right.
He had 3. He had 3 HP.
All right.
I
have
had like
One.
I had
life.
3 uses of my combo, and I don't more. So
Well, Goose is up. He can get revenge
Yep.
on this thing.
Goose. The creature.
Yeah, he's
that
just gonna
possessed-
reach out a hand and attempt to grab this thing by the neck. Man, I'm just kind of tired of you right now, and I want you to just go away, kind of forever.
Right.
Are
Go
you
ahead.
punching it, or what are you
Trying to
doing?
grab it by the throat and just
Uh,
crush it.
Yep. And I think you do 1 point of damage is sufficient for you to basically squish and the ghost screams in pain and rage and dissolves into mist in your hands.
Wow, you just
He-
crushed a ghost.
Now you just
He-
have a gross pile of like ectoplasm in your hand.
Yeah, and he puts an arm around John, man. He's like, I just want you to know you did such a great job. And the whole time he's just wiping the ectoplasm on.
Is that his way of getting back on John for the damage he just dealt to you?
No, he's just the nearest person.
Oh, it's like,
you're a good boy, Goose. Yeah, I forgive you for attacking.
That wasn't my intention.
Normally that's a pretty bad boy action, but you weren't in control of your own body, so we forgive
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, man, don't treat shame me, bro.
Okay. So yeah,
Scooby Snack.
Does anyone else hear the ominous music, or is that just me?
That's just the horror. He just has a horror soundtrack. So.
I'm just hearing faint ringing in my ears, and I'm gonna drink a health.
Yeah, I was about to say I also hand you my health potion because we need you to have as much HP as you can.
Is it
Yeah.
2d6 plus 3
I think it's 2d4.
plus 3.
2d4. Yeah.
Nah,
Ooh,
that
nice.
helps.
So that's yours, and roll another one because I gave you.
Wow.
Not as good, but that helps. Thank you.
And then I guess we could try to go for a short rest. So you can roll some hit dice, which basically means we just spend an hour kind of just chilling here.
All right, I guess that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We should probably just take, just a breather since I almost died.
Yeah, we just take a quick. We like take 5. We don't do a long rest or anything. We just take like a quick breather.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyone who wants to roll hit dice can.
I roll one.
I mean, I guess. Well, since the fight's over, our temporary hit points went away from aid. Or
No,
or
it's
still the
for 8 hours or so.
same? Okay,
Hit dice.
I'll roll 1 hit dice anyways because I have 6 of them. Okay, I'm back at max. In that entire fight, I only took 4 points of damage. I don't think John or Vivian got hit once.
No, I
I got hit once, but
Okay.
not
like
that much.
twice. Like I couldn't use my
Goose was the
OP
one who took
ability.
the beating because he got
Yeah.
possessed.
He got the whole crew against him. It's like
We
we
were
have
just
to,
all around him, just like
we're like smacking him. Snap out of it!
the
Snap out
power
of
of
it!
Christ compels you,
Everybody just beat me up.
or the power of soul, or whatever D&D god. The power of that weird guy's crab god compels you.
Alright. You take a short rest. You munch on some food. You get some close eye, and you reflect on the life choices that have brought you into this abandoned home. And almost gotten some of you killed.
Nothing but a horror show in my mind.
Luckily, with a short rest, we don't even have to close our eyes. Relaxing. Just like,
all around you, the
Fuck.
house settles in, creaks and groans as the wind blows through its shell that is full of holes. You do at different moments hear creaking above and around you, suggesting that there might be animals or worse nearby. But
Well, look, who wants to take the lead? Because I'm more of like I follow the pack. I kick ass, but I don't really lead.
I kind of look at Goose, who's maybe still kind of like cut up and stuff. I'm like, I can take the lead.
Yeah. You look like a hearty treat for whatever creature's up there.
I'm the one who kicked kind of a bit
So-
of ass in that last fight. So like,
Well, as long as we don't come across any doors, we should be fine. So.
Look, okay. That door was boarded.
Mm-hmm.
I kicked
Yeah,
this door
didn't seem
open.
like much of a problem for me, but
Nah,
okay.
I'm joking.
Where are we going?
Well, the noises are coming from upstairs, so upstairs?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So-
Oh,
Well, since we just already found ghosts on the first floor, might as well go further into them. So.
Find some more
These are the
ghosts.
staircases up, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Or-
just whoop.
well,
All right. Make a DC. Make a dexterity
boy.
saving throw for both Chalice and Jonathan, who both stepped onto the staircase that I had described as falling apart, and you are both able to retreat back as soon as it starts to groan under your weight, and it completely collapses. Sending dust billowing all around you, and you also realize that there were some metallic bars holding the stairs together that would have impaled you if you'd stayed on the decrepit wooden structure.
well,
Oh,
look
that's
at
a good
that,
idea.
Mr. Well, look at this, Mr.
yeah.
Shadows. We just escaped death again.
Termites, man. Termites. Well, luckily
Yeah.
there's a second staircase.
Yeah,
Before
give it
going
another
up it,
try.
I'm gonna inspect the
All right.
staircase before going up it.
Go ahead
Yes.
and make detect traps.
That would be investigation.
All right. Yeah, it's also going to completely crumble. In
Okay, looks like we gotta find another way upstairs. Cause I'm guessing the gap's too big to try to jump across.
You could either try to.
Wait, I get an idea. I'm like, is there like a balcony or anything for the second floor?
I could throw you.
Yeah, there seems to be, based on how the map is designed.
Yeah, it looks
with
like
the,
there's an overhang. Right?
Yeah, there is an overhang.
Where there seems to be more stairs here, where I'm pinging
but-
right now.
But
Well, I'm
you
just
you
like,
don't see this
I
room. You
pull
haven't been
out-
to that room.
Oh yeah.
I start pulling out rope,
All right.
and I kind of just attach like, I think I have a grappling hook. Yeah, I have a grappling hook from my pirate background. So I just pull out my grappling hook, and I'm like, and I just throw it up.
All right. Make an appropriate check.
What would grappling hook be, guys?
Like dexterity for throwing it, like precisely.
Dexterity check? Yeah.
Yeah, yes, you're throwing it precisely.
Check or saving throw?
Check.
Right? 12. Let's see if I can do anything to add to it. No.
So the grappling hook flies through the air, bounces off against your intended target, but still manages to latch on between two pieces of wood. That's
I'm gonna then if it's like caught, I want to just test it
Mhm.
to see if it's gonna slip.
Make I think it's going to be either investigation or strength.
I will do investigation. Fucking Jesus.
Hey,
yeah,
look.
yeah, it will hold. It will hold, no problem. Go ahead and roll athletics to climb it.
I'm. Can I do acrobatics?
Mm-mm.
Not really, no.
Not unless you're Cirque du Soleil up that shit.
And I'm like, I kind of. This is gonna go horribly. I'm gonna just be like, have you guys heard that the Bard's Tale of Batman?
Oh yeah.
Fucking. I try to climb it and I'm like, nope.
Actually, you start to climb, make it somewhat up on the rope before the wood that is holding down your weight finally gives in and sends you falling through the air back to the ground. That is kind of like full of rubble and broken glass. So I'm gonna have you make a dexterity saving check or take. Okay, you are able to cushion your fall and avoid the most dangerous parts of the rubble, and you take no damage from this fall.
Good
It's like,
slow cat.
And I'm like, let's find some. I kind of just grab my grapple hook and put it back in my bag. I'm like, let's look around. Maybe there's another way.
No, please try again. This is great. I'm loving this. It's like my new
Look,
favorite hobby.
just fucking. Here's a hallway. Let's go this way.
Oh,
Well,
look,
there-
now he's leading us. All right, well, now we go this way.
Well, there's doors there. We could check it out.
John Man wants to check the doors. Let's check the doors. You want me to kick this one? I'm really
Well, can you try just opening it without
mean-
violence?
fine, I guess. If you want, he just kind of steps away and pouts.
Well, I try to I try to
Lame.
handle the door if there's one.
The door is locked.
Okay, do whatever you want.
Now you want me to kick it? All right, cool. Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna kick it.
No better you than Chalice, so.
Yeah, we all know what happens there. So it gets a little limp.
Right. You kick the door so hard on your first kick, your paw goes clean through, and makes like a paw shaped hole, and like you have to extract your foot back and kick it again in order for it to completely collapse. And you find yourself in what seems to be an armory, a more like tame sort of room. It's not very well decorated. It seems to have been mostly for staff or to house guests' weapons. You are going to notice a couple of magical, a couple of like good quality objects still present in the room that haven't been taken on the way out. So go ahead. Yeah.
Walking through the door, I'm just like, hey, I'm agile and dexterous, not strong. Okay, God.
Don't worry, we know you
Agile.
have your values sometimes.
Sometimes I kill the fucking ghost.
Yeah, well, I took the ghost inside me. It by sheer force of brain power. It's kind of like what happened.
Got possessed.
I mean,
And we
whatever
had
you want to call it.
kick your ass to make the ghost leave your body.
Yeah,
Can I
that
do
ghost
a
is.
perception roll to see what's in the room?
Yeah.
Or do we already know what's in the room? Like to see what items there are.
Well, for
Go
searching
ahead
for
and-
stuff, that'd be investigation.
Oh, investigation. Okay. Can I do investigation roll?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right.
Hot
18.
diggity dog.
So I
What you
have no idea how loot works in this system, so I'm going to rely on. Let's see.
You could do a loot generator.
Yeah. So there's going to be one good armor, and then like one enchanted armor and one enchanted weapon. So mithril armor, blah blah blah.
That is.
It doesn't say anything. It just says armor.
I can get what the stats are. I have been.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Miss Ivy.
Okay.
Mithril
So you're all level 6. And it's not under dark. It's gonna be urban. Yeah, urban. Cool. And treasure. Cool. It just says. Oh. Okay. CR. Sorry. Yeah.
Basically, Mithril just makes it, if it's a heavy armor, it no longer gives you disadvantage on dex stealth check. So any like heavy or medium armor, if it's Mithril, no longer imposes disadvantage on stealth.
And there's no strength requirement.
All right.
Yeah, there's
that
no strength
should
requirement.
be better. Okay.
So I have suave defense, which is basically unarmored defense. So I would negatively benefit from Mithril armor.
Okay. Yeah. So. I'm just going to pick up the first one from the generator. Yeah, you can keep the mithril armor, or you can get cast off armor breastplate if you'd like. And as for the weapon, there is a walloping ammunition. A moon-touched sword, greatsword.
Oh, great sword! That's
Oh,
for
yeah.
use.
Moon touched and great sword. Yeah, that's my
Moon touch. Isn't that does? Xanathar's guide.
Well, so it creates light, so I wouldn't have to worry about lighting. With Goose next to me, and that's it. So it makes light.
Sword.
Mm.
Short adding light out another 15 feet. Nothing super fancy. So it basically acts as a torch.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll just walk around with your sword out, being like,
Quick
and
question: would that be considered magical damage? Like, if I were to
doesn't
attack
say.
ghosts?
It doesn't say that.
We can say yes.
Yeah. Well, it's a
Alright.
magic item.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think it looks like when he pulls it out and kind of holds
yeah,
it up.
it's literally
It looks.
an item. Yeah.
It looks very much like his eyes and his claws do when he changes, which they kind of like glow this kind of pale blue light, like the moon. So I think it kind of matches his style very well. It's like, yeah, I'll hang on to this.
Any magical weapon, like any weapon from the magic item list, is inherently magical damage, unless otherwise stated.
Word.
All right. On top of this, through your investigations, Vivian, you are going to come across, like, you reach towards the back of the room, and you see something, basically, like retreating beneath the staircase, and and you are able to peer in and find two undead creatures that are trying to make themselves as small as possible. They seem to be composed of different body parts assembled together, some of them humanoid, some of them not quite humanoid, and
Well, if they're sorry, Jimmy.
and as the light of from your party reaches them, it's sort of like their empty eyes like stare back and glow like that of an owl's, and one of them definitely has the eye of a cat embedded in her skull. You spot both of them, and they see you spotting you, and and there's a moment where they freeze, and they're not doing anything. What do you?
Can I use my insight to see what kind of creatures they are?
Yeah.
Or
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm saying if they're hiding, like if they're cowering from us, they're clearly not a threat.
Okay. This is a ghoul. From what you have studied, these are chaotic evil creatures.
Are they afraid of us, or?
They seem to be.
I'm just like, what the fuck
Which-
is this?
What'd you find over there? What is it? Something?
It
I
looks like
should
a ghoul
be
to
hurt?
me, or
It's,
two of them rather,
two
I'm
ghouls.
like,
in a
cool.
basement, which is not ominous at all.
And I'm like, I kind of see this like, well, they're
So like as the
cowering
party
from us?
as the party moves in to try and inspect them, one of them is just going to lash out with its claws, almost like a cat would, trying to as you get like almost within reach, in a very threatening way. But you see, it's more trying to like keep you at a distance rather than try to harvest your organs. As
Whoa, okay.
Can I use my persuasion to talk to it?
Sure, go ahead. All right, what do you say?
We're not here to harm you. I mean, yes, we did kill the ghosts, but
And
you
they're trying
seem
to
like you're nice
hit us
guys. So let's
Let's
just talk.
Okay. As soon as you say we did kill the ghosts, one of them is going to jump and try to bite your neck.
Okay.
Hey,
I
watch
can
out!
defend
well,
myself.
great.
15. What is your armor class?
18.
All right. You are able to push the creature back, and you see the second ghoul try basically to restrain the first one. It's grappling its back and holding it back. It's only going to be an initiative roll if you choose to fight those creatures. So what do you do?
I'm gonna hold back a little bit. I'm gonna wait because they seem to be trying to.
Yeah, I was about to be like, that one's trying to restrain it.
Hey!
So-
Stop jumping on people! And he holds out the big sword. He says, "I don't want to have to cut one of them nasty
Well-
wings off."
Well, here's the thing.
Roll
The way
intimidation.
you- Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
They are thoroughly intimidated. One of them
I
is.
wanna.
One of them is like whining, kind of like a dog, and the other one like tries to growl at you. And when you are able to hold its stare, it's going to like retreat back, and it lowers its head, exposing its neck. You've seen this in a while before. It's a sign of submission.
Yeah, basically.
Well, all right, now we're talking.
I want to speak up and be like, "You're blocking the stairs. Just get out."
Mm.
And I point at the door.
They're under the stairs.
Oh, they're under the stairs. Well, I'm like, just get out, leave. Door's that way.
Now,
Alright.
hang on, man. You're just gonna let these weird creatures out into the wild? Oh, you don't know that.
No, they're gonna go into a different part of the house.
One of them scrambles around like this and is going to try to get past Jonathan, and the other one moves this way, doesn't seem to trust you, and tries to climb on the rack of weapons to avoid even getting close to you.
Yeah, if they're trying to run away, I don't try to prevent them. But when
All
it's
right,
time-
fine. If they end up killing some little girl or something, it ain't my fault.
I'm like, do you think I care about this village? I don't.
No, I really don't either. I don't think you do. I mean,
Jonathan,
that's not. You know, that's not how you get.
make a perception check, please.
Okay.
All right. Everybody else can make a perception check. You are at, if you don't have night vision. Oh, okay. Chalice, you notice that the more aggressive ghoul is trying to has swiped something from.
I'm like, hey,
Jonathan's
don't try to
equipment.
attack us.
It's
Don't
not
try to rob us or anything. I'm like yelling at it. Trying to intimidate it.
Yeah, it's
Like, hey,
it's running
no.
out. It's leaving with a snatchel within its.
Well, then I'm
hand.
gonna yell to try to like make it be like.
All right.
Like,
Roll intimidation.
see, I have a +8 in this.
You're gonna be at a disadvantage. Yeah. You roll 10. No. It's already afraid of you. But like it wanted to try to grab something. So Jonathan, if you had any meat-based food rations, it is now stolen. Otherwise, I've stolen something else from you.
I shouldn't have rations. I don't get a background, so I don't have
Okay. I've
equipment from them.
I've stolen some alcohol from you.
Oh no.
We must
You
get
have
it back.
barrels of that thing. Who cares?
I told
if
you
they
we
took-
should have killed them things. They took our alcohol. Now what? What's the point of it?
They're 2 feet tall. They can't take his barrel. They probably took like a water skin.
Yeah.
Or something.
Oh, so he'll just die of starvation, dehydration. All right.
A
Well,
wine skin. You know, like a water skin but filled with wine.
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna let the pretty strong lady go first. She's got that big strong armor, so I'm right.
Even though I think I have the same AC as her.
Yeah, but we seen how agile you are.
Yeah.
All right, so
we
we're going
did-
after
wait,
them.
What? No, we're not going after them. We're going up the
Oh.
stairs, right?
All right, here we go.
All right.
Howl if you see something that hurts you a lot.
Sorry, what?
We're going
he
down
was-
the stairs.
Howl if something or her is scary shows up. So we're going upstairs.
Okay.
I think this is downstairs, but I could be wrong.
What are we going? Is this down or up?
No,
Which way are we going?
it's going upstairs.
Oh,
Uh,
upstairs. Okay,
All right.
Yeah, because they were just under the stairs. Because this is a spiral stair.
Okay.
got it.
You make your way upstairs, and
Is it? I don't know if you meant to, but the map hasn't changed.
yeah, I don't have a map
Okay.
for the upstairs.
Okay, so we'll just describe. Okay.
Yeah. You arrive in a in this sort of large attic-like chamber. You don't know what the original purpose of the room was, but now it is stockpiled full of weird metallic machinery. It has metallic poles darting out of the roof and into the sky, it has a long table. It has sewing equipment and what looks to be medical equipment. You also see meat hanging from the ceiling, the carcasses of different creatures.
Guys, I don't think this is my guy's just like, this is you guys ever heard the Bard's Tale of Saw?
No, but this is making me hungry.
Is someone trying to do like a meat sweatshop here, or?
Someone's clearly fucking experimenting with like corpses.
Well, you said there was medical equipment, right?
They could just
okay.
Can I do a medicine check?
Yes.
This is the Bard's Tale of Frankenstein.
Oh.
could just be a precision chef, you know.
This is medical equipment. This is sewing equipment. This is pretty advanced stuff. There seems to be a blending of magic. You're thinking necromancy with medicine. It's whoever is doing this has put a lot of work into this whole place, and from what you can tell, the purpose of this room is to bring life to something that is lifeless.
Oh, maybe that's.
Have you heard of the Bard's Tale Frankenstein?
Yeah, I was like that. I'm like, why is it always necromancers?
Oh, maybe we.
And then I'm like, oh shit! And then like I check my chest to see if I have any like stitching marks. Be like, I swear to God, this is the fucking squid dude.
You do not see any stitch marks on you, but this does make the inhabitant of the room speak up when you react this way, and you hear a timid voice coming from behind one of the large metallic structures, saying, "So, you're one of those who's come back from beyond the grave. You're just like us. You're just like my children." And
No, you ain't my dad. My dad's a snake dude.
You see this hunchbacked human coming out from the darkness.
Definitely ain't my dad.
Switching on a couple of lights that seem to be working with electricity in this room, and revealing himself to be this deformed human. You don't know what sort of disease this person has, but their features are like deformed, and they're completely bald, and they are larger than like their limbs are very oddly proportioned. This person moves to the side, observes you, and says, "You look more well preserved than the friends I've made."
And I'm like, I'm gonna say this with absolute confidence. I ain't your kid.
Are you the one who made those ghouls downstairs?
Yes.
The ones who stole our alcohol?
I make my own friends. Yes.
Friend.
What about the ghost?
Yeah.
Alfred and Yorick. They I used this scroll right over there.
Yeah, well, they're kind of dead.
Well,
I know. That's why I brought them back.
No, like, we killed them again.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because they tried to kill us.
Hold on
for 10 years.
All right, look.
I used to
Snake
be
Boy.
18 until like 30 minutes ago.
Well, I guess Snake Man now. Just step back a moment. Look,
they were simply charged with keeping security and making the villagers flee.
Yeah, well, they secured my entire body, and I
Yeah,
did not
because
like it. And then they attacked us, so we had to do what we needed to do to survive. Now, tell me,
It's
why
not
are
just
you
that-
bound?
You're trespassing.
Well, now hold on. You just said we were just like your friends, right? Does
Just
that
be-
really make us trespass?
And I'm like, hey, well, here, show me evidence that you own this house.
What, you want to see his deed or his
'Cause-
fucking license or something?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
Because how can he say we're trespassing if he's a squatter?
I have lived in this place. I have made it my own and brought old inhabitants back from the grave so that they could live with me.
Yeah, well, if I take someone's house and bring a bunch of dead shit into it, does that suddenly make it my house? No.
You speak like a realtor agent, someone who's so focused on property and things
No,
like this.
I'm
Yeah,
you
just
speak
saying-
just
lost
like
in the bureau.
you speak
I'm
just
just
like
saying, how
villagers.
can you claim trespassing when you're trespassing yourself?
I live here. I have made this place my home because it was an empty shell before I showed up.
Wait a minute.
So
You
that they
said
showed
before
up
that the
and walked with
villagers came
someone
to
else.
you. You haven't been bothering them on your own?
Villagers cast me out for my appearance and then
Oh, well.
left me to rot here. And when I started to prosper with my findings, they heard noises. They decided it was reason enough to come hunt me.
Okay, now hold up. Are you let me ask you something real quick, and this might be a personal question. Are you a human or like what's the
I was born like this. I don't know if my blood was cursed by an ancient demon or if it's just a sickness that ails some of us, but I am not evil in nature.
Actually, I think I met someone else that looks like you. We called him Weird Frank.
Well, hey, now so you're alive, right? You're not,
Yes,
know. Okay.
Wait,
All right.
Let's go back to.
but I've been cast
the
out
us.
by the living, and only the dead have been kind to me. And
I-
you're a bunch of hypocrites. You've been brought back from the dead as you thought that whoever brought you back was me, and you shouldn't have been judging and attacking undead just for being the undead that they are.
We didn't attack the ghosts because they were undead. We attacked them because they attacked us. We
I was
didn't
trying
kill
to
your
scare
ghoul friends.
you
We told them
away.
to leave.
I see.
Well,
Your ghoul buddies are still fucking alive. Relax.
They're not.
We didn't
They're
kill
undead.
them. Well, they're still undead, living, whatever. But how? Oh well, I was about to be like, how did you know that we're undead? But I kind of.
You looked at yourself looking for stitches, saying you'd been implying you'd been
Yeah.
brought back.
Some fucking weird squid guy brought us back, like found our corpses and brought us back to investigate this house.
Hypocrite.
Yeah. Wait, hold on before you get out of hands here, bud. Look at me. Right, look at me. Like, I have a lot of friends, it's true. A lot of friends. But there are some people who don't like me for my appearance because I'm not like them. So I get it. There are places where you could live and be happy. You just don't need to be near the people who despise you so much. You just,
Yeah.
you just move away and you move
I've
on with your
made this
life.
place my home. Now I have
Well,
no reason to leave. I'm already far enough away that they could leave
People
me
want
in
you
peace.
dead. They
Well,
want you dead.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. He's not harming anyone.
No, exactly.
Yeah, so I'm just being like, I came here to just make some money. I don't give a shit about any of this, but it doesn't seem like he's harming anyone except making some weird noises. So if anything, the villagers are the dicks.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, they want him dead
Yeah.
because they're like
Yeah,
ableist. Dick.
yeah. None of us are except for, and I point at John. None of us are human. We all know the fucking discrimination humans give to other like species.
I
Alright.
think we
Things
do
that
have a
look
human
weird.
here. You're forgetting
that's-
about our little.
I literally
yeah.
said, I point at John, except for this guy, none of us are human.
So, I'm sorry, we never actually got your name.
I'm Kevin.
Kevin. All right, Kevin. I'm Goose. This is Chalice. That's Jonathan. John, man. This one here is Vivian. We're just trying to make it through life. We're on our own journey. You know, everybody's got their respective journey. Our journey brought us here to murder you. Now, we're not necessarily on board with that. What we do want to know is about you know anything about Senior Sushi out there? The squid face?
Yeah. He fucking stole our shit. That's the only reason why I'm here, is because he said we had to investigate this house, and afterwards he would give us our shit back.
Just because he wears the robes of a priest, he's more accepted than me. He's uglier. I should send my ghouls to take care of him.
How about you not give them a reason to actually come in and attack you? So let's not.
I
send
didn't
your
need
ghouls
to give them a
afterwards.
reason for them to send hunters and you.
I know, but how about they don't need a reason, but let's not give them.
Yeah, this is us rising above, man. We could just do the job, but we don't want to hurt nobody who don't deserve it. So
Yeah, because what
This
we
is
can
what
do
we're saying. We're-
It's all going to depend on whether this works or not. He opens. He opens the book that he had designated earlier.
I was literally about to try to persuade him to
Yep.
do something.
Go.
I was
ahead.
like, how about we just make a deal? How about you try to keep the noise down so they don't hear you, and we tell everyone you're dead, so they have no reason to come hunting.
So Kevin holds his hand above the pages, hesitating, and then he says, I have to try to do this. And if it doesn't work, revenge will have to be taken. Those were my friends. He places his hand on a book, starts chanting, a green glowing light appears, and you see him trying to call back from the grave Alfred and Yorick, ghosts.
I sigh and I pull out my hand crossbow and go to shoot.
no.
No.
He puts a hand on your crossbow. Wait, hold up. Now hold on.
He's good.
It ain't necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, yeah, I'll be like, fine, I'll wait. I'm about to say I fucking told you so, but
Kevin, what are you trying to do here, bud? Talk to me. I'm trying to work with.
Those ghosts. I'm trying. I don't know if you can bring back an undead a second time.
A second time.
yeah, they were ghosts. They were brought back before.
Oh.
So.
Right.
If this works, you can leave. You won't have caused too much trouble. You've broken part of my roof and scared my ghouls. But if you leave without taking anything, you'll be forgiven.
Maybe this will help. He goes by Jonathan John, man, and he kind of wipes some of the ectoplasm off the back of his shirt, and he kind of tries to walk it over to him. He says, "This was a piece of him, I think. If that helps with your magic spells or something."
It might. Give it here.
Well, all right, no need to be mean about it. Just he hands it.
You're a home invader. I don't have to be nice to you.
We don't have to be nice to you either. We could just, I could hit you with this
buddy,
big sword.
Yeah, I'm like, buddy, you're fucking walking a real tight line right now.
You see him placing the ectoplasm on the book, and he calls names of his elven friends. Do any of you know if necromancy can bring creatures back more than once?
I
Yes.
think, they
It
can bring
can.
back the soul unless it's banished or
Oh.
otherwise stated. It can be brought back again.
Well, we're not like elder gods. We can't just destroy someone's soul.
Basically all we did was return the soul back
To the astral
to
plane.
the astral planes, so it can still be retrieved. Because, like you said, we don't have the power to destroy us.
Nice.
Unless they don't want to come back, but I doubt
Yeah,
it.
unless they don't want to come back, then it might be challenging, but
Alright.
it's perfectly possible.
Okay. The two ghosts reappear, emerge in a bright green glow around Kevin, and immediately he says, "Hold it! Those intruders, they have allowed me to bring you back and inform me of your demise. We'll let them leave, and they will. I believe we've scared them enough." And the ghosts hesitate for a second.
Scared? I'm not scared.
And one of them says, "This could all have been avoided if you just listened and left." And both of them are going to dissolve into the ground. Kevin.
You're welcome.
But then I'm basically like, all right, so maybe if you could like keep it down so you don't make any of the noises that are making people try to invade your house.
Kevin pulls a lever, and the machine that was producing light and noise turns back off, plunging the room back into semi-darkness that is only illuminated by your torches and moon-touched sword. And then he moves over, and he to the door, gestures it for you, and says, "If you were really heroes, you would make sure that priest doesn't treat those villagers don't treat other people like me the way they did." But
Of course.
I see.
Yeah, well, I
How
ain't a
can we
hero,
help you?
so-
make sure they leave me alone.
We'll just tell everyone that found something in the cat. We'll tell them. We'll feed them some story.
Well, here's the thing. The story's got to be convincing enough to where they're going to leave this place alone even if they think he's dead, right? If he dies, someone's going to try and take control over this place or make it their own, and then we got the same problem starting over. So, what are y'all's suggestions for making them stay away for good?
I got it. Let's set the village on fire.
That's
How about
one
we
way.
go?
Yes, yes, they deserve it.
No, now,
Or
don't be a vengeful
could find
spirit.
a
No one
way
likes.
that would help both parties. Perhaps maybe not killing any innocent women and children.
Well, there's no evidence that he killed anyone. He was just bringing back corpses.
Yes,
think
I
she's
know,
talking
but maybe
about
not
us.
burning the village down.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's got a point.
I mean, maybe we could convince the priest to declare the fucking house as like some kind of divine holy ground that they're forbidden from trespassing.
Wait, now hold up.
Wouldn't that banish my ghosts?
No, not like a real holy ground. Just like say, oh, it's holy, don't go on it.
I feel like that would make them want to come even more.
No,
Yeah.
because religious things that they're like say profane grounds that they aren't allowed to go on. And if they do, they get, like,
You're
killed or something.
you're religious with the pointy ears. Couldn't you say this place is holy?
I guess I could do that, I suppose. And then if I say that, maybe they'll decide to leave it alone. Perhaps
Well, that's-
they'll be haunted. It's a religious, another god, and they'll be haunted if they come.
No, don't say it's another god, otherwise they'll be like, enemy god or something.
That's a lot better than my idea, which was like trying to make the whole place invisible.
That
It wasn't
would
a good
require-
idea. It was just
That would require continuous magic that I don't know if this guy can cast.
well, they're undead. You know what else do they got to do? If he can get some, I don't know. It was a dumb idea. He kind of like
I'm-
kicks at the ground.
I'm currently maintaining multiple skeletons that do all of the gardening. People see necromancy and they only see their dead loved ones. They don't see all of the use that animated corpses could have. It could end the requirement for labor in this world, and
Yeah, okay, let's not get into fucking
Yeah, you're verging
economics or
on
some shit.
you're verging on like pro-slavery, and that's still not okay. Even with the undeads, because I'm sure your little Alfred or whatever friends have feelings. But let's not talk about that or the implications of that, because we're not qualified. So, what's the plan? Are we gonna do the holy thing?
I think the holy thing might be our best option. If I can do a persuasive enough religious check, religious argument.
I think cleansing the village with holy fire would be best. But if you think declaring this place a holy land is best, you're the outsiders. You know how outsider minds work. I'll defer to you.
Yeah,
What do
and
the
you
rest
got
of
to.
you
I mean, I'm completely fine with raising the entire village. Whatever.
Well, we can always try to convince them. Then, if that doesn't work, we just burn
Okay,
the village.
killing them all is our plan B. Okay.
I think Vivi and I can agree that we're both not going to take part in raising the village, but yeah, we could try the convincing thing, and then let me just say, Kevin, nice to meet you and all, but you got to make a guarantee that you're not going to cause any harm for these villagers if we do this for you.
I never
you
have.
want
He
Well,
really
yeah,
has
but
it.
you've been talking some mad game, and that game's been talking about burning villages and stuff. So just keep the peace. Capiche?
If only everyone was as forgiving as I am. Now,
And us.
Yeah, everyone in the world is bad but me. Blah, blah, blah.
I think we can all agree we've all been good boys and we deserve a treat. But life just doesn't hand out treats.
I pull out a bag and I give him Goose and treat.
His ears perk up and he's just wide-eyed staring at the treat until he crunches it down.
Yeah, just kind of like, good boy, here's a Scooby snack.
Okay, let's get out of here. That was delicious. Let's get out of here. Let's go talk to that senior.
Fucking calamari bastard or whatever.
all right. You leave the lab. As you make your way out, Goose, you're pretty sure that the smell of food that you were smelling was coming from this part of the attic, and that Kevin is very much alive, though he might look undead. A lot of
He's just real fucking ugly.
yeah, he's like Hunchback of Notre Dame. Had sex with Igor from Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, that's my fetish.
All right.
Well, let's not kink shame here. We all have...
Kink shaming is my kink.
Oh well, there you go.
Well,
Then you can't kink
well-
shame that.
Well, then kink shaming kink shamers is my kink.
Oh snap! Oh.
Well, we're all just having a very orgasmic time. So
Yeah, we're all just. Anyways.
frothing at the loins.
All right.
Also, I like how this quest has turned into. This video should be called "The Noise Complaint."
For real.
That's basically what this was based on. Is just a goddamn noise complaint.
It's like we're like the cops are like, hey, keep it down, all right?
Wait,
Yeah,
hold up.
except
That
it's more
reminds.
like when like the annoying 80-year-old brings 4 people back to life just to investigate her neighbor who's playing
Wait.
music too loud.
Hold up. As like maybe we're halfway down the stairs. He quickly goes back up the stairs and says, "Wait a second. Now what? We heard something about hunters being sent in here. What happened to them?"
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So
They were
Kevin
teleported to Tahiti.
looks at the two of the carcasses hanging from part of his lab, and
God
then
damn it, bro.
back at you, and he says, "They were terrified by Jack. It's
Who's Jack?
is experiment I've been working on. They ran into the cellar, the stairs collapsed, and they got impaled in their fall."
Okay, well if you didn't kill them,
Can I do
whatever.
it?
And then I turn around
Insight
and walk
to see if
out.
he's.
Go ahead and roll an insight, yes. You think that maybe Jack might have scared them in the direction of the staircase on purpose. You're not quite sure, but judging,
It wasn't Kevin. It was Jack.
Yeah.
Jack's the bad boy.
But Kevin says, they were in my house trespassing. Accidents
Well,
happen.
Well, we can like bring back the bodies and just say, well, we bring them back to the village and just try to use them to like,
I was gonna
Already
make
kind of
new
ex-
friends. I'm quite
Oh.
lonely since they've kicked me out.
You
Deserve
have,
some.
you have.
You seem to have a lot of friends already, and I feel like they're
goblin
friends.
friends.
well,
Go.
wouldn't the hunters be like a bit angry at you for like
Oh,
having them killed?
not
Yeah.
all undead keep the minds that they had in their lives. Some of them,
That sounds like brainwashing.
yes, but if their souls have moved on, something new comes in and can learn like a child. That's what happened to the two ghouls you scared.
If we don't bring those hunters back, they might feel the need to come looking for their bodies.
Yeah. Like to properly dispose of them.
Very
R-
bad.
roll persuasion.
Okay.
All of us, or
One of you with advantage.
I have a 4.
I have a +8.
All right.
Oh, okay, you go ahead.
Chalice,
22.
yeah, you managed to get to like convince Kevin, and he like you see Kevin thinking about it and saying, "It's gonna be hunting season soon. There'll be more deers lying around that I can make, that I can use. Fine, take the bodies."
All right. Goose goes over and he grabs one of her, lugs it over one shoulder, and then he grabs the other one, goes to like hand it to Shale, carrying it with basically one hand. It's like, here you go, do your part, hold the.
So I'm just like, okay, and I like firemen carry it.
All right. You exit the manor wearing not loot and treasures as promised, but instead just the bodies of those who trespassed before you.
Well, to be honest, we did walk out with a magical moon sword, so.
That's fair
What do you
enough.
mean we? I think it's just one of us.
Yeah, one of you is moving out with the magical moon sword, and you come back out alive from this haunted mansion. To you, it might have been the horrible world of the dead, but and you re-enter the world of the living as the fresh breeze of the ocean washes away the scent of rotting. But you also realize that perhaps for those inside of the building, the rest of the world is what it felt like to you on the inside of the building.
And then I turn around and I grab like boards and I pull out like some like paint and I just kind of write, "Holy Land, do not enter."
You better be a little bit more convincing than that. That just looks like a child drawing.
No, well, it's the first step. We're gonna talk to the dude, fucking Squid Boy,
All right.
to try to convince him to clear this a holy land and a profane land.
It's almost 2:00. We've played quite a lot today, and I think this would be a good stopping point. Right now,
Leave the ending up to interpretation.
yes.
Okay.
Right now, the clear winner in terms of points is Goose.
Oh,
Follow-
yeah.
Followed in second place by Chalice, and 1 point behind is Vivian with JJ in last place. So congratulations, Goose! You are crowned King of the Fools. King of the
Fitting
Comedians.
title.
So this is the end of our funny D&D game session. I hope everyone had as much fun as I did. This was very interesting for me, and I'm learning.
And
more
let's take a moment to thank Simon for being such a good GM. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Simon.
Much
Take a bow.
appreciated.
Yay.
Standing ovation.
It's my pleasure. I didn't actually think that I would like D&D as much as I've liked playing it, so I'm looking forward to trying more sessions. Probably going to do a 24-hour live stream soon if some of you are interested. I'm only going to do it with 2 players, I think. Anyways,
Okay.
have
Wait,
a
24-hour long session?
yeah.
Wow.
I don't
Like-
think I'd be able to last that long.
Yeah,
Gotta have a lot of coffee and Red Bull.
yeah, it's one of the things that I've been meaning to try is you know, like looking at what how people GM differently with sleep deprivation when they're drunk or when they're high on different things, and see how that affects gameplay and stuff
mean,
like
I'd
this,
be
and make
down.
videos out of that.
I mean, I'd be down to try a D&D one-shot where I get stoned.
Wouldn't we all?
So I'll keep you all posted when I get more ideas for those videos. It's actually like it was really nice because I didn't actually have to put like a lot of prep in this scenario. I just like came up with some ideas and just like put it together pretty quickly. It's actually really easy to do that with D&D as I'm finding out. So yeah, nice.
It's a lot easier to like prep a one-shot.
Yeah.
D&D.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Have a nice day, everyone. Hi, everyone, and thank you for watching this video. If you want to keep up with all of the adventures on this channel, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button so you can get a notification each time we upload the next episode of this story. And it would be very nice of you to like and share the video to help this channel grow. Have a nice day, everyone.